Tell us about the Space Marine.
What am I telling you about the Space Marine?
Yeah, like, how many people do you play with? You know, is it PvP? Is it players versus AI?
Yeah, we're doing pretty much the same thing you guys do, except we're big and blue.
Smurfs?
Blue?
What the hell?
You mean
No,
the nerds?
Smurfs
The
are small and
Ultramarines.
blue.
Ultramarines are nerds.
What group is this?
It's Ultramarines.
Stop recruiting people.
Ah.
Oh, I need to do this by Codex of Astartes, but Codex of Astartes says this, and this.
Hey, we are
none
starting
of
a new
us have
campaign
read
today.
the Codex Astartes.
Just waiting for people to slot up, and in about
beat people up
10-15 minutes we should be good to go.
I wonder which sci-fi community is biggest in ArmA, Star Wars, Halo, or Warhammer?
It's Star Wars first. Star Wars, Warhammer, and then Halo.
No, the thing is, Halo is more of a grounded sci-fi, so
I
Where
like the
bring in
Halo.
more of the
where
the
my
military
Half-Life
nerds.
chads at?
I feel like the Halo mod
Shut up,
is
Relic.
the most believable. Like it's the
Well-
least janky.
A month ago or so, they dropped a Helldiver mod pack, so I think that's the one we should go for.
Oh, I did see that. That looked very cool.
I've never done any of the Star Wars ArmA stuff, but I am going through withdrawals of not having any Galactic Contention Squad mod.
Actually, while we're waiting for the
Ultramarines, we had
briefing,
like
I'm
Sunday
gonna grab a
ups
cup
for
of
a
tea real
while
quick.
where we played Star Wars, and then
Because I need to
that
wake the
died
fuck up.
because nobody thought it was better than playing a Space Marine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling the opposite way, that Space Marine is probably the least fun you can have in ArmA, actually.
I
Well, it's
disagree.
kind of like, wow, I can get shot several times, so it's just
Obviously,
rushing.
because
I mean-
Imperial Guard is the most fun.
You're
I
That's gonna set
honestly,
defense action,
I've
and-
done both, and I think that if I'm gonna play as a regular squishy little human, then I would rather just play like something modern rather than sci-fi. Because literally every time I've played Imperial Guard, we have been treated like, you know,
Imperial Guard.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just pointing in the direction and telling us to charge over and over, and you know that's no fun either.
Oh.
Well, I
That's
guess
like-
we're just gonna become a battle droid unit.
Damn, we playing Anti-Stasi, yo. Charging
I
an
guess
enemy blindly is my favorite part.
Imagine anti-Stasi in Warhammer 40k. You being like Imperial Guard shit.
Who would charge into an enemy blindly? Anyway, jump in the BMP. It's time for another mounted assault.
Ah, it's a BMD.
They worked every single fucking time.
Wait, what
The
games
enemy
did
does
you-
not expect you to do
Yeah,
that.
when have we ever done a mounted assault gone bad?
Quick one, what game are you playing? Were you playing Imperial Guard?
Well, ArmA.
ArmA
Muddy.
3 is trying to recruit our members.
Yeah,
No.
definitely trying to recruit everyone.
Because the guys
He's
are playing
trying
the
to do a
340.
hostile takeover like Stains like to do.
The
Oh
guys
no,
that
I'll
playing it.
sacrifice myself.
The guys that play in the 345th are only good for Imperial Guard.
Yeah, that's the important thing to
Yes.
know. Are you like is your other unit at the level where they have a ban list, which is an Excel sheet laid out to look like a fucking gulag?
And
No,
like,
but now that you
We
mention
have
it,
political dissidents.
since I am in the command of the other unit, I will make that happen.
Beautiful.
now you need to remember, you need to have every member, who those members' friends are, who put that member in.
I just need to back out one quick sec.
We're
Yeah,
dropping
like my
flies.
issue with playing a Space Marine is that there are so few tactics available. It's literally just stand on a hill and shoot shit that can't shoot back, or charge in and shoot shit. So
What do you mean? That's the best part about playing ArmA missions is just countless shooting of static targets.
Is there a, like good Tyrannid mode?
they're working on
God.
it.
Dear God.
Once the Tyranid mod hits, we are going to play an entire campaign on the Australia map.
No, that map is unironically broken, by the way. Is it the one that's unironically like a full-scale replica of Australia?
Well,
I
I mean,
think
not
it's
full scale,
1/4.
but like
Yeah, I was gonna say
200
it's-
kilometers or something across.
That thing is apparently broken. It breaks cup and shit.
Tyrannid gameplay
Just
is
doesn't
actually
have
making
that
me.
That's
Simple.
very accurate. What's David got to head off if you're on later or shop?
Yeah,
I'm
you
not going to be
just
on for very long today.
Tyranids attack
I'm
and you
just
know
doing
you
the
can
armor mission,
issue
nothing
like
else, because
some
I've got some
Apex
stuff to get done later
Carnifex,
today.
Giga Chat something.
I'm going to be
Boys, I
really
think
busy this
Spy
week,
Nets, let's go.
so I don't know if there's going to be like an actual full-length stream
If
at all.
Australia breaks up, then it's simple. We just use it for the
But the VOD will
Helldiver
be
mod.
up, as always.
Oh, mod
I
you
could
Helldiver.
see, I could see one of the genuine tactics just being, oh, there's a Carnifex over there. Who's got the SUV?
Not really,
And who can drive 60 miles an hour?
Generally speaking, this
I
is the
mean,
time that I stream, and I
Space
usually
Marine
stream all
bikes weigh
day.
something like 80
But
tons
like I said,
for
I've
some
got a bunch
reason.
of stuff
So if
going on
you
this
hit
week,
a
so
tank with a bike, the tank goes flying
the
several
closest thing I have to a
kilometers.
schedule has been
Yikes.
very unreliable for the past
So just
couple
hit
weeks.
the Tyranid with a bike.
My favorite thing, I think that my
I used to have something more like a schedule, but
in vanilla ArmA,
I've just had such little
there's
time
a skeleton.
since the start of the year that it kind of
And,
has fallen out of
like,
use.
I think the actual model of it is like
Yeah,
spherical because
cheers.
it
You
rolls.
too, and
But
I will
the mesh
most
is
likely catch
obviously
you
like
next
a pile
stream.
of bones.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear, this is the bounciest object in ArmA 3.
I might try and
Because if you
squeeze
run
one in over
over
a
it with the
weekend.
vehicle,
I'll see how I go for time.
It'll absolutely go flying. I think they fixed it, but for a while, like, if you ran over one,
Hey, Cotty.
your vehicle would just like immediately go to the skybox.
Alhamdulillah.
We did do an aerial insertion at once. Our Rhino hit something, no idea what, and we ended up in the other end of the map.
Hello, G-Man.
Hi.
Very
Hello.
poggers. He picks the marksman slot. He knows that good shit.
G-Man, I need
Just
you to
to
pick
clarify for marksmen and machine gunners, you have an AK like everybody else, but you are the guy that's supposed to pick up the machine guns and the rifles.
Wait.
SVDs.
Leadership sanctioned rat fucking?
Yep.
We are playing. You have an AK and you have 4 mags each. That's it.
And a frag grenade.
Yes, and a frag grenade. A single frag grenade.
No smoke?
There are no
Emotional
no smoke,
support frag
no
grenade.
radios. The squad leaders have whistles. That's about it.
Hmm.
Nice.
This is gonna be spicy.
And we're all dressed. Well, you'll see it when we spawn in, but let's just say drip.
Hello.
Let's go.
If you find a backpack, try to pass it to you with the fucking machine gunner or the
By the way,
grenadier first.
I am gonna put this disclaimer here. There are radios that can be found. Radios go to team leaders and squad leaders and platoon commanders.
Today is the
okay?
first mission of a new campaign.
Remember that.
Set
If
in the fallout from the
There's
Afghan
enough
war.
radios for all of the team leaders and squad leaders. And if there somehow isn't enough, I will find who picked it up, and I will give you a good old bollocking, okay?
That's our word.
Hey, Boiler.
Or
My
that
favorite part
person
about this
becomes
is that-
squad
that-
leader
My
as a
favorite part about
punishment.
Yeah,
My favorite
so
part
what we
about this
do
was
is
instead of like getting
PvE, but
niches
it's
about like getting
like
chastised for picking up a radio, and I'm the
it's
fucking
controlled by
platoon
Zeus.
commander.
So ArmA has this system where
Start sweating
a player
profusely when you see
can
a fadak on the table.
basically take the role of game master and control the AI
Fadak,
place
we're just
or
getting
remove
cogs and
objects
strings,
in
old boys.
during mission and things like that. That's a
I
Zeus
don't
role.
need it.
And so that's
don't
what we
need
do,
it.
is
Discord
PvE,
Nitro to
but controlled by
Whoever
Zeus.
collects the most radios in their backpack at the end of the mission.
We've only done PvP once or
Let's
twice.
just
It was
say,
many,
we're
many years
breaking
ago.
into two separate armories.
Actually, where's Tiny
It's
Alex?
alright
He
when
done
it's
this mission.
organised well enough, but, you know, it's the
Yeah,
unit's
well,
not really focused around that.
Sounds like a hit. Oh yeah, there are SVDs to loot. Well,
Oh,
Partly because we got members
Nah,
from
but
one end of the
genuinely,
world
guys,
to the other, so it's, you know, not ideal with
you're
ArmA
not in the
netcode being
role
what
that
it
is
is,
designated to
and
pick up
also
machine
partly because
guns
it tends to
and
get very
SVDs.
competitive when
Don't do it.
people are
Don't
doing
pick them up.
PvP.
Okay. Unless the machine gunner
No,
is
I haven't
usually
played
dead.
as Zeus. It's a
Gecko
fairly
joined the
specialized
Zeus
thing, like you need a
What is
basic level of
Grenadiers?
knowledge to do it, and I do not
Usually
have
has
said knowledge. Something I'd
nothing.
like to learn
Yes,
Everyone
one
like
started
day,
off with a
everybody
single
else
and make
make
my
AK,
own
full
missions,
mag,
but
and a grenade.
I haven't had the time to
Have
do
you
it
found
yet.
an RPG? Again.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's the Grenadiers get the RPGs as well. So
And just in case you guys missed it
we
before
got
you got
14
in, today
people
will be
here,
a
and
very
we
short
have-
stream. I'm only doing the ArmA mission, and then I've got to go because I've got a lot of stuff happening today and this week in general.
No.
Also,
I'm
squad
hoping I
leader
can
has
squeeze
to
in a
make-
longer stream over the weekend or something like that, but don't
see, I
hold
gotta
your
make it.
breath.
Its squad leads have
It's going
first
to be
steps
pretty
in
busy
Halo.
for the next few weeks.
Ooh.
Ooh, machine gun now have that as a squad.
Yeah, the group I'm playing with, I've been playing with for
running
about
around with
the past 5 years.
Oh, admins, check the staff room.
What are you doing?
No, I
Staff
mean
room?
like check the staff room. I'm writing something else.
No, fuck you.
Too long, didn't read.
I'm turning off Discord. I can't have pings while I'm playing.
Uninstall.
Hey, Bob, cheers for the resub, man. Appreciate it.
Delete account.
Remember
Graham, spoilers.
the SVD
You asked for this.
isn't actually a marksman rifle if you don't have the scope in it.
We don't need to know that we have access to T-72 at the police station.
I actually did a mental fuck up. I actually placed RPGs in the police station.
Nice.
And then I was like, hang on a minute.
Authentic
Boris, there
LAPD
is riot
experience.
outside.
Yo, what the hell Moscow police doing?
To be fair, the Moscow police are the only people with any BMPs left.
Okay, it's 2000 hours. Doesn't look like anybody else is showing up. If they are, they can slot into whatever they want. Okay. Everybody is slotted up and ready to go, so we'll take us through. I am gonna start reading the briefing, so everybody mute your mics. You will be moved out to another channel if you hot mic. Campaign 12, Mission 1, The Last Straw. Location, Nolsovsky, just outside Moscow in the Russian SFSR. Operation time, 03:30 hours, July 10th, 1990. Situation. Everyone here fought hard and long in Afghanistan, all for so-called Soviet ideals. When we came home, we all saw and was treated to the reality of those ideals. Corrupt politicians have destroyed our union from within. And now they have sold their souls to our sworn enemy. Walk the streets of central Moscow, what do you see? McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Pepsi. Our old company commander voiced his concerns in public, and the bastards have taken him in for questioning. Luckily, our comrade Dima's cousin is working within the MVD and has managed to get the word out that the KGB, with the help of the MVD, will be transferring him away tonight to a larger facility by flying him out of Novak Airfield. The airfield is currently overtaken by the MVD. However, the Air Force personnel working the airfields have apparently been restrained to barracks when not working. Most likely as a precaution, as there is a lot of animosity towards the MVD from the regular armed forces. If the MVD managed to transfer the commander to Moscow, he will be gone forever. We must rescue him. Mission. Rescue our comrade, gather supplies, and escape to Sebrasek Forest. Execution. Storm Nalsovsky
MVD
police
is
station and
Ministry
rescue
of
our
Internal
company commander.
Affairs. Ministerstwo
Then raid the Novik airfield, steal
Внутри
supplies.
дела.
Then make your way to Sebrasek Forest to hide. Equipment.
Or внутренно, I
Pavel
forget how it's
somehow managed to
fucking
find enough AKs and hand
conjugated,
grenades
but
for
yeah,
all of us.
Internal Affairs.
I don't know how, but I won't ask. We were unfortunately unable to obtain any radios. Friendly forces, we have none. Enemy forces. The police should be easy to deal with, as they should only be equipped with pistols. The MVD, however, are most likely armed with AKs, and the response teams coming from the south might even be equipped with body armor along with general heavier equipment. There's also in the file a identification tab that shows an MVD soldier and a policeman. Civilian presence. Most should be inside at this hour, but if you spot any, they are to be avoided, as they might rat us out. Entering civilian buildings is also to be avoided, and as we don't want to put people in harm's way. Rules of engagement. It is the discretion of the platoon commander, but do not endanger civilians with reckless fire on buildings. That is it for the briefing. Any questions? Any questions at all?
I'm
Okay.
guessing that you don't want us covering too much ground on vehicles, or are there even any to be had?
You have several vehicles inside the compound. Vehicles are heavily encouraged, as
What,
they
solid
will
nose
enable you
inside
to hide your
intakes?
guns.
That's
However, most likely,
actual
after you
aircraft the
have raided
Chinese
the,
build, I think, is a derivation from the MiG-21.
police
It's like
station,
the
they might be aware of vehicles moving
JL7
in
or
the
something
area,
like that.
with armed people
FL7?
inside,
I forget.
but they might be faster on the trigger against you. But until you raid the police
TC
station,
2000, yeah.
you should be able to remain completely anonymous inside the cars, unless you roll up right next to them. However, I suggest dismounting a significant way away from the police station and walking in the last bit.
So this is a new map for us. We haven't used this
Same
one
goes
before.
for the airfield. But I suggest keeping the vehicles all throughout this, as we needed to carry the supplies that we captured from the airfield.
Right.
There is a single truck and several smaller cars.
Do I have 2 full squads?
Basically, yeah.
Who's my second squad leader? Is it Mohegan?
Mohegan's second down first. Mohegan
and-
stepped away for a quick second.
Yeah, I know you were my first. We will move from start down this road. I want Ben's team. You guys can be red. Splitting off.
I'm not seeing any markings.
What?
I am. People lying in a straight southwest.
Yeah, I want Ben's squad moving from
I'm on the wrong team.
the west. I want Mohegan's team coming from the northeast. We'll have our vehicles dismounted there, and we'll after we hit up the police station, we'll go back to our victors. And
Yeah, Mohegan.
As you can see, how do you plan to coordinate this to attack at the same time?
Yeah. It's going.
We
You
have
don't
a
have any radios, so.
We got watches.
yeah,
We don't have watches, we're Russian.
we can do a time coordinated assault.
I think time runs like 10 times slower, so don't rely on watches.
Oh.
Whistle.
You're right. Using the ArmA watches is kind of fucky.
Just thingy. You
Go
could
as a
have.
group.
Used real time.
I was going to say, have this what you're doing here, but have blue hold back a bit. Have red engage, then blue engage from the side.
Yeah, blue could hold at the bus station until they hear red engage.
That will work out.
That's what we'll do. Alright.
Any questions for Alec? Okay, then have a good one.
Oh no.
Hey, super.
Hello there.
What am I? Am I blue? Green? Yellow? Red?
First squad red. First squad red. Second team is blue. So who my boy? Lazzy, you're blue, mate, with your lads.
Let's go.
Blue's blue.
Yo, drip.
Nothing.
Blue kills
Your
blue.
Oh my.
We have nice selection.
Nice weather.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Of course.
That's one less fucking round.
We're hunting. It's
I
a
forgot
hunting
I
accident.
changed the mouse, that's why.
You wasted our ammunition.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry. Should I drop it on the ground for you?
There you go,
Yeah.
Phil.
Fucking
Okay.
do it. No, fucking
Okay.
don't.
Who shot the sheriff?
I'm a magic. I don't need that. Oh.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You do.
There you go.
If someone has the wrong fucking political ideas, you're supposed to shoot them.
How? I
We
just do
literally
this.
can't carry the ammo. Like, there's not enough space.
The amount of rounds.
Wow.
Grab your ammo. Grab your ammo. You'll need it.
Okay, I'll give it to somebody else.
It was so
I don't need
Right.
that.
Yeah, give it to
I'm
the
a
enemy.
peace lover. I'm not
Alec,
fucking
User
dead.
left your channel.
Finger.
But you're fucking happy. Out front. Out front.
Fucking yeah, I can say that.
You're
User
supposed
left
to
your
be
channel.
Afghan veteran.
Yeah?
There is no peace loving for you.
Right, you're up. Right, red, blue, for the Euro.
Exit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go back in this
Get the
shooter.
Euro.
Oh no, not here. I need to change the seat.
Can,
Yeah, I'm all the way.
God damn it.
Right, so we're turning right,
User joined your
then
channel.
first left, and then it's the second thingy on there. Do you know where we are? on the
Now I
map?
see marks, okay.
Yeah, we're
Alright,
at
go
the
ahead
start,
and
right?
maneuver to the
We're here,
dismount
lads, do
point.
an arrow.
Oh, okay. So I want to turn right.
You want to turn right?
left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now?
Actually, hold on, let me get out and make sure the other guys are fucking ready first.
Yeah, I think everybody's in. If I know correctly.
Right, you guys ready?
JL 9, that's it. And it was JL something.
I'll say
User
that's
left
yeah.
your channel.
Fuck you. Game.
Backing go.
Ben, take your squad to the dismount
Lights
point.
on.
User joined
Right, so
your
we're
channel.
following the purple line up until we reach the red. So left.
And then straight
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah, that one, yeah. Right, turn lights off if you can. Oh, fuck it. Who's got the fucking lights on in the back?
I have no idea.
I'm blind.
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to have the lights on, to be honest. Someone said lights on.
Dismount
It's
is
the
first
car
cross
behind
section,
it.
right?
Hey?
Mount at first cross section.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I took the
first
hint.
section. Right, carry on going. They're turning left
Yep.
here. If they carry on following us, they're fucking idiots.
And then we're just continuing down this road.
Yeah, we're going to continue until we reach here.
This.
Is it left and right?
Yeah, just park here.
Yeah, pocket. Not pocket. Just jump. Right, I went out. Right, red, blue on me.
Oh, cool.
Let's get into here, but... Right. Yeah, right. We're going to get on the road. I want all of us on the left-hand side. As we're facing east. Red
Cheers for the
first,
resub, man.
blues
Appreciate it.
second.
User joined your channel.
We're going to try and get as close as we can without fucking alerting them. And then, obviously, when we alert them, just fucking do what you do.
Put
Yeah.
holes in them.
Let's just wait a few seconds, let the other lads Get ready first. Make sure your safety's off. Remember, single shot mostly, because we ain't got fucking much ammo until we actually get in there.
I was ready to start spraying the
Well,
first person when we get told to engage.
Patch notes for the R530. I saw some of it.
Other guys with AKs, possibly body armor.
Hopefully, like towards the end of the week, I'll get a chance to play some DCS again. Maybe get a stream in. I'm not sure.
We're a second behind them.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm going to be super busy this week, so.
Ross, you're supposed to be with them.
There's a firing line down there.
Fire
They're all on the road, fucking.
Hey, what if
Yeah,
we,
we're going to
what if we
push
go
down the
back?
backs. We'll push down about 5 more houses, then we'll fucking reach out, shoot, and then bounce.
You have the radio, by the way?
No?
There's no radios.
No radios.
That's why I said we gotta wait a few seconds, make sure they're ready. Through here. On me.
Okay, I see a cop on a police station. Literally, it's here.
Yeah, so get into here with me. Is everyone ready to push out and fucking dot whoever they can see?
Timur, let the red go first. Timur, go back. You're the medic.
Everyone ready?
Everybody's
Right.
a pussy.
Ready to push? Yeah?
Yeah, ready.
I'm trying to let red
3,
do their thing.
2, 1, go. Get out into line to the right, line to the right, get ready to
Line right.
Line to the right.
Fire.
Oh, on the
Right,
roof.
push.
Go right side, blue, go right side.
Yeah. Clear. Friendly's west side. Fucking hell. Friendly's west side. Shot spot on the floor, watch yourselves.
Got him.
Antus is down.
Shooting at me, idiot!
People shooting you. I need
Ross,
med from me,
stop
med from me.
committing war crimes or I will be forced to send you the 5-hour-long Laws of War
I picked
PowerPoint
the
presentation
fucking
done by
off
Paul.
No. No, I won't.
I need fucking do my leg now.
Cheers to the resub, Paula.
So we ain't got no friendlies inside.
Yes, we have. We did literally the entire fucking platoon guys in there. Like
Oh.
the guy we're supposed to be saving is in the jail cell. That's why we aren't supposed to be throwing grenades.
Okay.
Got friendlies opposite side. I'm popping a morphine. Don't breach by yourself. Go push up in fucking Alban Bridge, Ross.
Yeah,
Pushing.
Alex right here.
Right, we've got friendlies
I'm gonna
bottom
switch
left
to full.
corner, northwest corner, friendly. So
Yep.
watch your fucking fire.
Move slowly.
This is a
Walk.
maze.
This first room is definitely clear.
Taking second.
There's 2 rooms off to that open door to the right. Well, we got friendlies.
Yeah.
Hello.
Body.
Have you checked the room, Gecko?
Bottom floor is clear, yeah.
Wicked.
Taking the back room.
Have you cheated? I'm about to say,
I
yeah.
can't go this close. An angle.
Prisoner.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Yep.
Ross hasn't cleared the back room yet. Go with him. We haven't cleared the bottom floor yet. Someone called it out. Yeah,
Yeah, it's clear.
2 prisoners.
Hello.
Left side back room.
Hey,
That's
comrade,
on
you
me.
came for me.
On me, on
course.
stairs.
You need a medic?
Oh,
One
goodness.
down.
We shot the general.
I'm watching that door to your right.
Yeah.
I'll get out
Right,
of
so
here
I'll push
myself.
and get to the stairs.
Okay.
Right, start clearing.
Behind you, Bluegill.
Thank you, brothers. Comrades.
We're
First
clearing
room
first
clear.
floor.
With
I
you.
might be able
need a
to
medic boy?
do the cheat open. I'm gonna
Just-
move to the right side.
Yeah, just open it. Oh, nice.
If you're not medicing, get inside and clear.
Oh, he's up.
Moving in.
Let me see. I don't have a package.
I'm hit, but I'm good.
Right.
Yeah,
Armory.
I
It's
have a
C Armory. I'm gonna patch myself.
Vehicle.
Yep.
Oh, G-man down, G-man
Ooh.
down.
Oh shit! Bad throw!
Back throw, back throw.
Fuck.
I'm gonna check him.
I thought I unbound that shit.
Good. What the fuck was the grenade about?
Down over here.
And I can't rebind it.
In the armory, he threw a
Ross.
bad,
I got the guy.
bad nade.
I thought I fucking unbound that.
Need medical upstairs, medical
Armory room.
upstairs.
First room on the right, top floor. Middle floor,
In
sorry.
here, in here, in here, on me, in there. Medical first room, right side here, here.
Must have reset my controls at some point.
Bandaging the shit out of his chest. He's got 7
Yeah, I'm
avulsions.
doing chest, I'm doing chest.
There's a
I'm doing chest
there's,
too.
there's a
I'm gonna
medical
start
crate
getting.
on the first
There's
floor.
books. Does someone want to start forensic and blooding him?
Right, everyone else on fucking security. We don't want to start pushing us.
He's gonna
I'm
lose
gonna give him
a lot of blood very
a
quickly.
liter,
Yeah, I know.
then another one.
Oh, that is amazing, Ben.
What?
I can't take
Ooh.
the 74 ammo.
Hey?
I can't take the 74 ammo into projection.
It doesn't make me feel better, but I'm not surprised.
What about now? What about now?
It's doing it now, it's doing it now.
At least I was the only one in the room when that happened. That could have been a lot worse.
He's like fine. I
At
might have
least,
bandages.
at least Ross
No
can't
worries.
do this
I'll do
again
it,
because
I'll
that's his only grenade.
Don't worry, Ross. I got you
Oh,
covered.
somebody
Here's
blood
another.
Right. Fucking take up security if you can.
Ben, do you want me to get green to swap out for 74s?
We all got 74s.
So we start off with AKMs.
Oh,
Any
fuck
medic?
yeah. Yeah,
Where is Simo?
if you want to
I'm
swap out
here
your guys
Going
first,
on Ross.
and
Yeah,
then
I
they
don't
will
think
swap
there's
out
enough.
after.
I don't think there's enough rifles otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better
We
have one
got
squad fucking
12,
AK thingies, and then the rest of us
11.
can...
Back in pulse.
I'm CPRing.
Right, where's
He
green?
has a pulse, he has a pulse. It's good.
Yeah, it's cause I'm
Pick
CPRing.
him up and move him out of the
No, no,
way.
it's 122,
Actors,
it's fine.
just make sure you've got
Okay.
an AK-74 before you take the mags, because we got AKMs.
I need some pack.
Okay.
We don't
If
have
I'm gonna be
bags, that's the
taking a
problem.
heavy object like the
Someone
RPG,
said
it'd
something
be a good
about
idea for me
medical
to
Contact,
grab
contact,
these.
Problem. You don't have
Where
a
are you?
bag.
Ognia,
Yep,
pack
I'm
me and I
middle
will
floor,
show
middle floor,
you the
middle floor.
crate. Middle floor?
I can't pack you if you
We
don't
don't
show
Right,
have
me
a
the
everyone,
crate.
bag.
fucking
Wait, we
security
don't
west
have a
side
bag.
down.
Right, green. I want you to
Get someone on
swap.
top of the fucking roof doing
I want you to swap your
Overwatch.
AKMs for
I'm on
74s
Overwatch.
and take ammo out of that. Put your old AK
Yeah.
ammo into the box.
Right. Wait, what?
Is
Connor.
this the crate? Yeah, got it.
Connor.
Yep.
Can you get someone on the fucking top
no
box
pack for
north or
this.
something for us?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Ben,
I'm
does your
taking
team
a side
all
on.
have AK-74s?
No.
Okay, then you
Ben?
are holding security. Put two
Yeah,
up top
we
and
really
the
are.
rest in windows.
What's up?
Really are. Like, I need someone upstairs as well, but I ain't got enough.
Take the 74s.
Because
take
I'll
ammo.
be fucking medicing.
74.
Well,
Check
I'm up.
Here where the packs are.
Sorry about that. I fucking swear I unbound that shit.
Yeah, the medics don't have
Fine,
packs.
fine. Ross,
okay.
Yeah, but
I
we
will,
don't have
I'll
a pack,
fix
so
that.
we cannot pack you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Timo?
Yes.
Yeah?
Timo, do you know where
you
the
get a
packs
74
are?
gecko, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Check inside with the prisoners as well.
Fucking-
Medic box.
How did that rebind? Go away. What I will do is I'll bind it, but I'll bind it to a fucking Bizarro control input that I'm not going to give it.
Get told to do something different.
Ross, you good?
No,
Excuse
huh?
me.
He's
Pack, fuck.
He's
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Go upstairs, grab an AK-74.
I'm on the
Oh,
There's more
I'm
ammo.
broken leg,
There's a
but
bunch of AK-74 ammo here. I grabbed one by mistake.
You get a 74 G-man.
No, I didn't. bodies. I didn't know where one was.
Right, in here. Okay.
Ben, you want me to have an AKM, right?
Yeah, we'll try and keep one squad to AKMs, one squad to AK-74s. Just because there's not enough fucking 74s, we might as well have ammo commonality.
There's 10.
Do I go blue
Oh,
or
you found
red?
packs in the ammo in the medical crate downstairs.
Go.
Can you go?
Oh,
No,
God
there's
has
packs in
spoken.
the medical crate.
God has spoken.
God has spoken.
Yeah,
There's 10.
God has spoken.
10 AKs left.
Yeah.
Very good.
How much ammo is left?
Okay, who needs a... Oh,
Connor, how much
Okay,
ammo?
me out.
I'm just checking.
Tight.
I need the pack.
Yeah,
Who
come
needs a
here, come
pack?
here.
I do.
33 mags, mate. 33 mags.
33 mags, that's enough then.
Look,
Right.
there was a need of a pack. I'm gonna move down to the first floor.
Green, have you, green medic, who's a medic
Oh.
for green?
What else you need a pack?
Yep.
If you
Right,
didn't
fucking
know
blue
you need
team,
a
blue
pack.
team.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get a pack.
Hello?
Ignore,
Yeah.
ignore
As a
medic,
result
just
of my
ignore
own
medic.
stupidity.
Look for my
I've
medic.
had 5 seconds.
Right,
Need a medic?
Medic.
Let's go.
Yeah, up.
all
Yeah,
the blue
Ben.
team, go upstairs, grab an AK-74, and then grab like 5 mags max.
Okay.
Who's our medic, Adam?
No, I'm ready.
It's not me,
4
I'm a machine gunner.
seconds left.
Oh, we don't have one.
Red team, stay outside and fucking security.
Oh, I forgot I'm not recording.
There'll be no evidence when we get captured. Good thinking.
Nice.
I like how
25.
Some of these bodies have AK-74s.
5 mags.
B.
I'm gonna, Ben, I'm gonna stay with AKM because of the ammo.
Yeah, I'm possibly thinking
No,
15.
there's 2 bodies with AK-74s as well.
Yeah, but it's the ammo. If all
10.
of the second squad's rat-footed open, we've got the 30 mags left. I've got.
There's hey, did you
That's
check?
like 3 mags anyway.
Did you check the armory upstairs? There was a whole fuck
Yeah.
ton of mags in the
Yeah.
boxes there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
There is
Anyone
20
else?
mags, Ben.
20 mags left.
I-
That's
Yes.
I have
Yeah,
11
there's
mags.
like
red team,
30.
red team.
AKM on
We're
it.
swapping out. Go upstairs, grab an AK-74, grab fucking 5 mags max.
I'm gonna
That's you need a med. No, you're bleeding.
Oh, no one told me that because I asked.
Fuck.
I've just seen there's a second box. Yeah, we've got loads of mags, mate.
Ah, it was a splinter from the ammo box.
How short's it going to be? Armor only, so about 2 hours.
I just grabbed a bunch of mags.
Right,
at the
everyone
sports
fucking
piece.
Because I've got to be on the other side of Canberra
Red team,
within
upstairs
like
into the armory.
a couple of hours after mission end.
Then
Right,
Get eyes out
no,
west,
fuck
get
the
eyes
pack,
out
grab
west.
an AK-74 first, top up on ammo.
5 seconds.
We need to start moving.
Vehicle to the west, take
We
position.
ain't got time.
Ben's team, get mounted in this truck.
Yeah, I've only just managed to get fucking AKs. Headlights, west, west. UAZ.
Stay down, Alec.
Green team, get
Behind the US.
Red blue, get into the truck. Red blue, get into the truck.
Get the truck.
Get on the truck, boys. Which one? This?
Yes, the truck. Get inside
Coming.
the gas. Get inside the gas.
Get in the gas. Red, blue.
Yeah, that's everyone.
We're moving
yeah,
north where
okay,
the
okay.
Where we driving to?
terminates.
Where?
When we have to drive.
Where we dismounting earlier.
anyone else need a pack?
Right, fucking drive forward. Get onto the
I'm
north
back
side of
in
the
the
village where we dismounted, where the truck is.
Oh yeah.
Probably the fastest fucking walk there, to be honest. But
Anyone else need a pack?
Sim, you didn't grab an AK-74.
I told you I'm gonna take AKM for everybody to have 74.
Yeah, he turned
There
out
was
that there's
like
fucking
80
like 90
magazines
mags.
upstairs.
That's
didn't need-
fine. I have
yeah.
11 mags.
That was a
in
tight
me.
corner.
Okay, fuck it.
We're stopping here at the truck, yeah?
I have plenty of
Yeah.
ammo.
Well, go to the fucking. Yeah, he told us to go to the dismount point. Does he mean the fucking where we all broke up, or go to the junction where we split up?
Get back.
If he's still in the vehicle or not.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm here. This is.
Go to the place where we split up. Hold on. Everyone in? Yeah, go to. Is everyone in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Are you on about the player start, or are you on about the
To the-
intersection of the
See
lines?
the thing I'm circling right now.
Actors going, wait,
Roger,
actors
Roger.
going.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait, stop.
No, you're good,
Yeah,
you're
we're
good.
good.
Go, go, go.
He's in.
Go. Go.
I am really good at climbing in while a vehicle is moving.
Okay, that lazy, that just was your hand movement was like you were scratching cactus. That was like really...
Appreciate it.
Look, it gets real lonely up in the mountains in Afghanistan, okay?
Did I take? I took a wrong turn here.
And I have psoriasis, so I need a lot of scratching.
Right, once we're there, tell us so we can fucking dismount and 360.
This is it, right?
I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm pretty sure I just. Hey, shut the fuck up! I'm pretty sure I just saw Black fucking Volga shadowing us.
It could be friendly.
Black Volk is our guy.
Right, fucking.
No, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah. Right.
Ben, are we dismounting?
I'm too far over.
Fucking move.
I think the significance of it being a Black Volga is lost on the majority of these guys.
If that Volga follows us, it's not friendly. Just put fucking 3 rounds.
Oh, it's Alec.
Hold on, who the fuck's
It's Alec. It's
Alec.
yeah. I think he was trying to talk to us.
His mic's too fucking low.
Is he here?
Go back.
He's behind us.
Go back.
Reverse?
Yes.
Reverse. And stop. Stop.
There you go. Sorry, I couldn't see him on my wing mirrors. Blind spots, you know.
If you're trying to talk to us, we can't hear you.
Me?
Have you seen Mohican? I don't think their vehicle left.
Did you make sure they got the command? Because your mic's kind of low.
Yeah, their vehicle was literally behind me. I'm gonna go look for him.
I was not.
You guys stay
I
put.
was on shout.
Right, we'll hold here. I'll whistle a couple times, yeah?
No, I don't have an entrenched crew.
With this shit.
With big
Right,
balls,
just fucking
my guy.
dismount.
Big balls, you need big balls.
Just dismount.
We've got security northwest.
Dismount.
Dig hole. Now is a great time to dig hole.
Hey, Kamov.
Oh,
Cheers
I
for the
know I'm
resub.
fucking off.
Appreciate it. Good to see you.
I was gonna correct myself and say, "Oh, do you want me to drive over to where we're actually supposed to be?" But you said that.
There they are.
Oh, they blah, blah, blah.
I will hold you until the fucking tell us get back here.
It's totally covered minibus. The van.
Alright, Mohican, Ben, here.
Be careful, the MC
Yeah, Alec,
Donald,
you just jumped
Pizza
anyway, that's
Hut and
good. I don't
Pepsi
know where he's
joint
went, I had to
Soviet
go back again.
security
Oh, God,
SOS
another
is hunting you guys.
They are.
Alright, we're here.
Helicopter.
Yeah, it's a helicopter.
We need to move
southeast.
Alright, well, let's beat the fucking helicopter to the airfield. Head west. Down that fucking road.
Mount.
Which road? Be sure. You point at me, this one has.
It's the Pepsi Air Force.
Do you want to let Ben in the front?
Right, fucking south of this
Yeah.
spawn to our left is a road. Follow that.
Ben, you can get in the front.
That just
Already.
I won't fucking get out to get back in. Turn left. That road left to the fucking barn. Those in the back tell us if you see that fucking helicopter when it goes.
I'm not seeing the helicopter, but the green
It sounds like it's probably going to the cop shop.
Hovering over the forest at the moment.
Nice.
Started moving.
Away from us.
Ben, Van
Yeah.
can keep up.
Oh.
We are too fast for it.
I will hold it here anyway, so don't worry. Turn on to the right side. Try and space it out. Yeah. Right, jump out, jump out.
Dismount.
Mount.
Right, get into the trees.
Let's get this out.
Alec.
Yeah, what's up?
Would it not be best to use the trees for cover to approach?
Bro, come over here. I don't see shit at this airfield.
They'll all be up at the hangars, won't it?
Are you using Gecko as a meat ship?
Didn't they say in the briefing that all of the guys would be in their barracks?
Yep.
Let's mount back up in the vehicles and drive them to right over there. We'll be able to do that undercover. I don't see any patrols. Do you?
I don't see any patrols, but that doesn't mean they're inside. Are we using the open ground to approach and do...
Yeah, go, you back?
That road to the north is covered by forest the whole way.
I think I'm supposed to be in the other spot.
Yeah. Airfield looks like.
Yeah.
Good.
Yo, what?
Over here, over here.
Hey, that road that runs north of the airfield is completely covered by forest and goes all the way up to the compound.
Yeah, we could do that.
Right, we've got two options, haven't we? What are we doing?
I'd say probably assault down the runway.
So that's,
I
they
want to
should
get in
be
the vehicles
fine.
and go to that corner there.
No, you just fry them.
If we're doing that, I'd rather go further than just that. If we're using runway, I'd rather hit it.
Just
Would
fry
you
them.
like to go
would be
along the
good.
road to the north?
Personally, I prefer that.
Okay, let's do it.
But that's what you guys, it's up to you. It's your...
Okay,
enjoy.
but you're lead victor in that, dude.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'll take that.
Right, green, mount up.
Red,
Mohican.
blue.
I swapped to Mohican squad because I was initially there and they don't have a medic.
No, you with us. No.
Were I? I
No,
remember
fuck it.
being with
No.
Gecko.
No, go with
Okay.
Gecko. It's just a shame I don't have you. No.
We'll unload them.
Why?
Right.
I'm not good medic. If you that is that what you want to say?
Right, red, blue, just so you know what we're doing.
Onion?
Blue, red, get in the truck, right. So you know what we're doing? We're following this fucking dirt road round behind the back of the fucking airfield. We're getting as close as we can to the airfield. We're jumping out, we're shooting anything that moves.
Okay.
There are sympathetic people at the airfield, so if they have their hands up, don't fucking shoot them. Yeah?
Okay.
Lovely.
These are our own people.
Are they though? Are they?
You never know who's been compromised by Pizza Hut.
Hey, good play.
Over in our we have a old community center that's been abandoned for like decades or something, and it looks just like a Pizza Hut.
Fucking road ends there, what the fuck?
But we're
We're on the road north of the one that goes to the
Oh,
airfield, I
fuck
think.
off. Yeah, we were.
We just almost got rear-ended.
Scottish drivers.
This is not a Nuremberg. God damn.
So the other car coming behind us as well, and from I'm gonna thought we're gonna get T-boned.
Just happy I'm not sitting at the back for this.
This is great. If they come anywhere close, I'll put up my weapon and start spamming my fire mode.
Here we go, he's the road. Oh, the green and fucking black behind us.
Volga's behind us.
No.
That's enough for me, that's command.
This looks more like a footpath than an actual
Not like the
road.
clown
This,
one, only
Yeah,
the
it's a footpath.
GHPC
this,
Volga.
yeah, this is a footpath.
There's
Here's the road.
Where's the
Real
clown
VDV reenactment.
Alec probably is like, where the fuck is these guys going? Wherever it needs to
jump
go.
out.
Dismount.
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 You didn't turn off the engine.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were in a fucking fuel, like, thing, economy.
We live in an economy.
Right, everyone fucking rifles south.
Making noise.
The buildings will be southwest of us. We're at that high ground where the road chicanes.
Yeah, fair enough. Southwest. Cover anything in that direction.
I don't even see his green ass.
I can't even hear him. I'd say whistle, but it might alert the enemy.
Yeah, they'll respond to the sound of gunfire.
What the fuck?
Right, let's maneuver.
We're just playing some footy in the woods. It's fine.
Let's line south and start pushing.
Red, blue. Line. Blue on my right, red on my left. Facing southwest. We're gonna try and get as close as we can before we start fucking shooting. If they shoot first, fucking let them have it.
Radio tower in sight.
Where's Sima?
He's behind.
Somewhere.
He's sticking behind the squad, so he's got more meat shields.
Of course.
Buildings will be close to our west.
Yeah. Stop pushing fucking west. Stay within the trees.
Lights.
Gaggle foot formation.
Oh, there's a bright light up ahead, straight west.
Yeah. Right, fucking red on my right, blue on my left then.
Red right, blue left.
So I want to confuse you. Right, we've got guys on guard towers. Blue, have you got a good eye line on him?
Yeah, in the town.
There are two
Oh yeah, I
towers.
see him anyway.
I have a good one on there.
Right, you hold there then, we'll keep pushing. See if we can get any closer.
Further.
Right, fucking... Red. Blue, hold it here. Get ready to shoot the tower.
Call,
Red,
yell,
go shoot
yell,
fucking-
northwest.
Voices north.
Horses north.
Right, fuck it. Red, we're pushing. Blue, you'll hold. As soon as we hit the wall, push up.
This one and I will take
We'll
one
whistle.
further.
Right, Red,
Schultz
push.
northeast.
Red, stop pushing. Stop pushing. That's fucking friendly for me.
Tower.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking.
Tower's down, close.
From your channel.
Down.
Go, let's go.
Rose is down.
Oh, fuck.
Leave him. Exit.
Leave him, I'm here, leave him.
Get to the wall, get to the wall.
Get to the wall, come on. Push the wall, push the wall.
You good here?
Yeah, I'm good.
Go to wall.
Push the wall, push the wall.
Voices behind.
Let's go this way. It won't be blocked from the runway.
Hearing voices on the other side of this wall.
Yeah, we're pushing south.
It won't be blocked from the runway.
No, I was going to go around the other side, attack it from the opposite, but
Ross, look in Hungry Dome. We found the leaker of US intel.
I can't really tab out at the moment. I'll have a look later. Cheers for the bits. ArmA doesn't respond well to being tabbed out of.
wall. Ross is down.
Yeah. He has a heart rate, I'm just gonna carry him for now.
Okay.
Leave the medic, everyone else come.
I'm up.
Welcome back, Ross. Backing.
Fucking guy in that tower zipped me.
Good to go. Let's go.
Thanks. Popped the guy in the tower in front of me, and then the guy in this tower got me.
Yeah. You only had a headshot.
Green it, we're going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Suppress. Go, go, go.
Friendly's coming around.
Bend down, bend down.
Crossing.
Pulling in.
It's coming from the other hangar.
Do not go next to the fuel container. That's probably a bad idea.
You're up, okay, good.
Shots coming from the direction they enter.
By those fuel tanks.
Oh, I think there's guys inside of the second story in... Yeah.
Oh, we fired.
Magazine.
Shot left.
He's there,
Left.
You see a hut there? You reach in the window.
I got one.
Kill this fuck.
Are you in a little gun?
Yeah, you're good.
He's still there.
Bandaging.
I wanna
Stoppage.
dead. Come on, boys.
Giving you half a liter.
Right. Are we mobile again?
I'm just fixing us up.
He's still there.
I'm gonna cross.
Giving you another 250. just in
Okay.
case.
Okay, let him
And we can move.
let him think.
Careful.
He stopped shooting for now.
Okay, son.
Ross, look for him.
I'm gonna push across that hangar.
I see him. I just
So we
can't hit him.
Alec and bend down. Let me talk with Mohican. Mohican already ran away.
Sounds like they're having fun reaching out like that. Should we maybe give them some cover by pushing?
Okay.
Is there medicing going on behind me?
Stay here with North Ben until he wakes up, and we go and help the guys.
No, don't move.
Come on.
10 seconds.
Loogie, let's go.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Alright, how many people do I have up? I got 1, 2.
They're all inside.
I think
Okay.
around.
Are they in this brick building to the right?
They're within the compound. I don't know if they're in the building.
By the sounds of gunfire, they're in the big building with the windows up top.
Who's on the other side of this wall?
Me and Ben.
No,
On the
Alec,
other side,
I'm
Yep.
here.
it's the first squad.
is it clear? Crossing Ross.
Yeah, you can get to here. This is clear as well.
Holy shit.
Sounds like
what
we're
the
taking
fuck
fire
is
from
going
the other
on?
side of that helicopter.
Yeah.
I'm doing the last CPR. This is insane.
Shots north.
Fuck it.
Keep clearing. These buildings are big. Yeah.
I cannot revive Ben after like 20 CPRs.
Wrong way. What the fuck?
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, holy shit, that was insane. I have no idea what's going on.
Right, lads,
That
I
guy-
don't know what's happening, but let's push. I hear gunshots northwest. Let's push northwest. Fuck it. Friendly entry. Friendly. Friendly south side hangar.
There's somebody outside.
I'm with you, Ben.
Ben, armory's in here.
Yeah, armour's in there. We got a cafe thing empty. Contacts. Right, they're all dead up here. You see that? I killed them all.
Good job.
With the power of thought alone.
I threatened them with cooking them a dinner. A good English breakfast.
Yeah,
Ben!
Yeah.
Outside.
Did you clear the barracks to the northwest?
If you only take
Nope, because we started pushing into here. Right, red, blue. Northwest side of the hangar. We've got clearing the outside.
Oh shit!
Good noises.
Watch your fire, PID, remember. PID.
What's wrong with you?
Move it.
On your 6 rolls.
Ozzy, take an RPG carrier as well. Are you an actual meant to be AT, yeah?
Right. You get
Bodies
back
outside.
under arrest.
Coming around the corner.
Yeah.
We got Strenderies, barracks northwest. Strenderies, barracks northwest.
Right, guys, we need to stop that.
Taking security south.
Come on, guys.
With that kind of accent, I just might. He sounds Swedish.
Door out heroes, I think. Yep, this way, guys.
My
Ben.
God.
Don't have ties
Yeah.
there, as told
These
them.
two barracks have surrenders in. Don't fucking harass
Ben,
them.
armory's in here.
Right, we're gonna carry on fucking sweeping first, then we'll.
Move into the corner.
Okay. Blue red on me. Ignore the sweep. Blue red on me. Ignore the sweep.
Green, we're sweeping.
Right,
Let's
come into
clear
here.
the air control tower.
Radio's not
Wait.
in the hangar. Alec.
There's supposed to be a fucking armory somewhere.
Yeah, left. Ben.
Left. Right.
Let them deal with that real quick.
Right. RPG gunner.
Dushka.
Fucking machine gunner. Bounce up. Grab the shit.
Hello.
SVD marksman. Whoever's the marksman, take the indeed.
That's me.
Oh, there's my PK.
Lazzy, where are you? Grab a radio, mate.
I've grabbed
Channel 40, check that.
6 rockets.
Right, Lazzy, grab a rad.
What are we, 40? 41?
40, yeah.
Tower's clear, tower's clear.
Remember, repack your mag so you don't leave the pile on the floor.
Check.
But if
It is
you're
not letting me grab
still
one.
using the weapon,
Grab
of course.
Is there any backpacks?
SVD. Yeah, it's only letting me grab the AK.
Anyone seen a backpack?
Can't grab my SVD.
Yeah, there are backpacks in
Helicopter's
the
fucking
RPG
coming,
box
which
over
shit.
to the right side of the room, next to the radios and the AKs. It is only RPG carriers though.
Hey, rat fuck these fucking boxes with all the...
Yelena went to the Lushka.
RPG carrier is good enough for me.
We're having problems with accessing the good Soviet SVD.
Which one is it? Is it these wooden ones?
Yeah, that's the SVD.
Yeah, it just isn't letting me grab it.
What's
Yeah.
Alex? Ben, what's Alex call sign?
Alex call sign is safe.
Weapon down and
We're Yelena 1 and 2.
Surf, what's orders?
Right, what's the fucking backpack situation like? One more carrier. Fucking as the machine gunner assistant and
Equip
the
your
RPG
soldiers,
assistant got one.
And then load up in one of the Urals over here.
Green.
Can anyone grab an SVD, or is it just me having issues?
No, no one else can grab one. That's why I've
I
called it in.
I have one box free.
Cheers.
Babushka, this is Sir.
There you go, on the ground. Yeah, I'm just below you. Grab a SVD scope.
MVD boys.
Babushka, do you read?
Take this front, guys.
Helicopter.
Do we need to,
Helo.
Yeah,
Everyone outside, everyone outside.
never mind.
Okay, let's go
Everyone
outside.
outside.
Cancel. Green with me, green with me, green with me.
Move. Run.
Alright, accent, Flazzy. Go grab crates. Put them in the trucks.
We can't carry damage crates for 2
Yeah, we do not have range.
Parahelis, Me-8s to the south, southeast.
Red, blue, outside, west side.
It's splintered again. This
Red,
fucking
blue, outside,
splinter
west side.
from the ammo box.
Are we gonna wait and engage or not? Yelena wants to serve.
If it lands, kill it.
Right, fucking red, blue. If you're not an RPG, get inside the ATC. Start fucking getting ready to shoot. Grab a fucking window. Oh shit! No one found these.
What do you find?
Fucking
Wow. Move.
Prisoners.
Yeah, we nicked them already, Ben.
Oh, the doors are shut.
Yeah, Ben, we nicked them already, mate.
They disappeared?
Nice.
They were surrenderies.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see them. Yeah.
Yelena's one is in the
The other
ATC
one is
watching.
still behind the tree.
By the way, don't forget,
They're moving.
I saw Ben. I saw some enemies
Oh,
west.
Q.
Gotcha.
Yep, it's taken
Yelena wants to serve.
all of its troops.
We do have
it's
eyes
going
on
to
some
land.
possible movement to the west.
think it's landing.
Earlier, we don't know if he got taken out.
Copy.
It's like 500 meters out, maybe.
Helicopter looks like it's landing.
Yeah, it's landing.
See the other side of the radio tower.
I think, Kazi, I think you have a better shot from
Dismount.
the ATC.
1, 2,
Yeah, I see them.
3, 4. Yeah, it's like 500 meters.
Or do you want us to hit the road?
Mohican, I'm going up.
I have eyes on infantry movement west side.
West side?
Yeah, there. Right where it's just thingy,
That's
there's fucking
south
guys.
side, not west side. That's south.
Yeah, west side.
West of where it landed.
Take 2 people.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
inside, get some TNT charges, implant them
Sorry,
on planes.
yeah, I should have made that a bit more clear, shouldn't I?
Take the whole green team at that point.
Why do they have
Wait, hold on.
RPG up
Go to the
here?
very, very top.
Yep, green with me downstairs, back to the armory.
Oh, fuck.
Green back
There's a big
downstairs.
fucking single box in there.
I've got an RPG carry full of fucking AKM
Fucking-
mags, so
can
if you
I-
need any, fucking shout me.
There we go.
What we're doing is, I was ready, was he?
Yeah, they're following you.
More contacts moving westward, sorry.
Yeah, eyes on. Heading into the tree line. They'll
Glad
probably
it's a
come down
safe
that road.
second, two MI8s pushing this way.
Timer?
What altitude are they at?
Take some TNT.
Medium.
Fucking high.
No space. Medics.
I'll ignore last. They went too high.
Right, I've got Yelena too.
Ross.
Planting
Yep,
charges in the
I see.
See those two trees there?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some moving in
Yeah,
between.
I see him. They're probably going to head to the tree line to join the others,
4,
Yeah.
which they are.
5.
Right, they're pushing towards us
Full
in a
squad.
line formation now.
I see contact.
Do you want me to put a shot in one of them?
Possibly, I'd say
Yeah,
wait.
I would say wait until they're closer.
If we wait till them get close, we have to worry about them trying to plink us off from a distance. If we wait till they get into the open, then shoot.
We've got reasonable cover here.
Yeah.
Alright, Ben, I want
Yeah.
you
I'm
to
on
start.
the roof.
I want you to start looking at the best possible way to avoid these guys heading south toward the forest. I guess do we have to track back east probably?
If we're going trucks, yeah, I'd say go just straight east and go straight south. Fucking mad dash it. Probably ditch the truck somewhere.
The UAZ has fucking a box of ammunition in it that we need to try to exfiltrate with.
So we got to take Vics with us, okay?
Yes, as far as we can take them.
We set explosives to 10-minute timers.
Copy. Right.
What do you say, 10?
Get to the Earl.
Yeah.
Right, everyone, evac, downstairs.
What?
Downstairs.
Everyone, we're exfilling downstairs.
Exfilling?
We are exfilling.
Who's that?
Red, blue.
Exit in the command booth.
Red blue, first you, first Gaz.
Yelena 2, take the other Ural.
Actually, it's a Gaz.
Does he not know there are guys literally over
Red
there
blue, get it.
watching us?
Yeah, no, red blue, get in the Gaz, get in the Gaz.
Okay. Planting dynamite on truck.
Hold on. Fuck. Alec, draw on the map a location where you want us to fucking meet up.
No, not Ozzy.
I'm just gonna follow you, dude.
Okay.
That'd be a smart idea. To kill all of us.
Right, everyone
What do you
on
want
the right
about
side,
this? They're gonna hit you
shoot
blast.
Oh, it will.
I would not recommend that.
Yeah, I
Would it
wouldn't
actually-
recommend that.
They're firing. I don't have arc on
Is
them.
it fire? Keep eyes out for helos. Tell me when to see one. We got to call them out.
Really lucked out with that SVD not being accessible, though. I got an SVDM instead.
Mate, you don't want the fucking wood furniture.
Oh, the wood furnishing add-ons.
Right, fucking petrol station. Right, I'm cutting across here.
Use the hay bale as a ramp. It'll work.
You'll be able to do it only once, though.
Does
a
the
ramp to
UAZ
heaven.
catch? Right, does the UAZ try and catch up with us? Apparently, if he gets past the other lads, fucking lights it up.
Shots.
Yep. Wait, as in...
He wants us hold and take care of the
Not
UAZ so he can follow us.
behind the gas, there was UAZ east.
Yeah, we have a friendly gas and a friendly UAZ, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And now a not so friendly one, apparently.
Yeah,
Why do we never
apparently-
get the cool car days? I want to launch a rocket at it.
It's a good, strong start to the campaign by Blue on
Yeah, we
Blue
actually
an
wanna push
entire
this way.
vehicle. The other vehicles have lost line of sight of it.
We'll hold here, fucking hope they catch up.
Okay,
There's a police car up ahead, add police.
Yeah, seen.
Bid.
South, direct south.
I saw one
about to
lie
get
down.
caught
They've
in-
definitely seen us.
They're out.
Right,
They're looking.
Everyone out.
Out.
Be advised, we're disengaged. We're engaging. Right, everyone push up.
Green right.
Red,
Ooh.
red, red,
I was gonna engage from the top of the vehicle, but
Behind this, yes. One more.
moving.
Look at this fucking guy.
We've got a couple of like
New York
river devil
PMX.
I'm hearing voices as well.
Thank you.
Green mode up.
Be advised, we have possible voices in the area, so keep your eyes up. Yeah. Right, keep pushing past the checkpoint.
I'm not
keep
gonna have a
pushing
radio
past
this
the
mission, so it doesn't matter.
checkpoint. The other side of these fucking buses, then we'll get back in fucking drive
And, given the theme of the mission, we need to prepare to enrich ourselves in this new Pizza Hut economy. Don't tell anyone why I'm lagging behind, by the way.
Yeah, that's where we have to move now.
Alright, which means we are at... What dirt road crosses it? We're right
I
here.
just marked it with a circle.
Yep. Alright. We will be moving.
Hell yeah.
Go.
No, my violence.
Should I get this guy too? I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Probably later.
Ben, Mohigan, review your maps.
Wait for me, wait for me.
Right, gotcha.
That is the route we
Ross
will be
mounted.
following.
All in.
Why can I not look around?
Trying to push through, like, contact, like, a patrol.
Weird.
You want to keep pushing or do you want to hold? Rather than pushing, stay in.
Well, I guess that's their problem.
Weirdly, I cannot move my view, let alone use my weapon when I'm sitting in the back right seat, so...
Right, so you know what we're doing.
It's only in 2 of the seats, I think.
So you know what we're doing. If we hit any contact like fucking light infantry, we're blasting past and fucking shooting at them. If there's anything heavier than fucking infantry, we're jumping out and fucking clearing it, yeah?
Okay.
I'm gonna hear a couple of distant ones in a minute.
Ross, do you have machine gun?
Yes.
Okay, change seat.
Thank you. My view's still stuck, what the fuck? I can't move my gun around.
Double
Have you
L.
maybe accidentally spelled? Careful!
Maybe you tap
Maybe your
alt
console is
tab.
open or something.
No, I don't think so.
Who's ever on the front fucking seats? Can you look ahead? Is that fucking car or is that just fucking water?
I don't see a car.
That's just water.
There's...
I'm
Can
like
you
bugged
look it
out.
out?
Even no, like I can't even look with track IR. If I try and pull out my pistol that I looted, then I can't do that either. Like, I'm just frozen. I was fine when I was on foot.
Strange.
And I can look in the normal passenger seats too. It's just the fire from vehicles that's glitched. So yeah, take the seat back from me.
Have you maybe got like a stick window ski or something?
Shouldn't.
Wait,
Right,
what?
we're getting up to another fucking rear. If I shout to fucking yeet, I know we're here. That was anticlimactic because it's fucking not fucking...
Contact rear!
There's some shots.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
Thanks,
Directly behind through the... Yeah, 329.
Tell them to shoot as well. Tell them to shoot as well.
I shouldn't have to.
It's...
Well,
we
then
broke...
I'll leave it to
Hey,
you.
we broke line of sight. We broke line of sight. If we go left at all, it'll take us back across their line of sight, though. We should be okay.
Oh, we're going off-road now, so back here. No bobbies ever go off-road.
Yeah, they gotta obey the law.
Breaking our law, breaking our law.
See, the closest I know to law is RPG. But it's a different brand.
If you're standing up, you might want to sit down.
Just the face full of it.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, me 8, 245, 245, it's gonna overfly us directly. Don't shoot yet.
Man, do your thing.
It probably saws, it's flying right past.
Yeah, I didn't have an angle
It definitely turned away.
Definitely saw us.
Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't see us with our big fucking gas on our fucking blue fucking berries.
It most likely did. It was very close.
Well, we're a bunch of blueberries in a blueberry forest. Nothing unusual.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit,
Mowing
this
the lawn.
gas is some kind of
Fucking
buffed one.
tell you what, Greenpeace is gonna have a fucking hit out on me.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got some fucking tractor engine in.
The gas is made
Probably
from
the same
melted
engine as
Sherman
the,
and
It's really
as
underpowered.
every other.
that was fast.
That was a short one today.
Yeah, that was really fast.
Bypass that big encounter in your field.
We speedy.
This ended way fucking quicker than I thought it would, and I am apologizing for the short event, but god damn.
345th actually professional for once, except for me blowing myself up.
I threw 2 BTRs at you guys when you guys were escaping. MVD patrols, police patrols, and then fucking Alex zigzagged them all. What the fuck?
You told us to get to the forest stealthily.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
fucking did it stealthily.
Well, like, I don't know
Congrats.
what more you want. What am I saying? Like, I'm not gonna
I
go
don't-
to the town.
No,
and
it's
say,
definitely going to be
yeah,
short today,
yeah.
Paradox. I've got
Fuck,
stuff to
we're gonna
do.
have it like a
Like,
beautiful
important
battle at the
stuff that I
fucking
can't put
airfield.
off.
Y'all just fucking get the fuck out of here.
No!
Well,
I'd just like to point out the team total score.
based. 69, based.
Oh, nice, nice.
I am generally sorry about how short this was. I did seriously not expect you guys to be this good.
You should have cut off our exits at the airfield.
Yeah. If you guys want, I can throw together a little training session that we originally had planned, but only if people want to do something.
Yeah, we got
Otherwise-
an hour to kill that we all had planned away.
Yeah.
We've got you now, boys.
I'm gonna go for a quick quiz. I'll be back.
And if you, it's only
See you, Gecko.
if you're okay with that.
See ya.
Yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
Actually, no, we'll save it for next mission. Yet again, I'm sorry that it was so short. I did seriously not expect you guys to be this fast.
All good.
Well, please submit feedback because I have a lot of plans for this campaign, and anything you have to point out about the map or anything is very much appreciated.
Even if the feedback is it was a bit short.
We might be able to do an hour or two of
Feedback
Gonna Hit
would be
PC, because I don't really need to start getting ready for about
That's
another
what she
hour and a
said.
half, 2 hours, so
Yeah.
we can
I
add
hope
a
you
little
guys
bit
liked
onto
it
the stream,
anyway,
but not too
and,
much.
Yeah.
User
I'm gonna
disconnected
go
from
into
your
the meeting
channel.
room. Goodbye.
User disconnected from your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
So what do I do now?
User disconnected.
Consider your life decisions, I guess. I'll see you nerds next week.
Yeah, see you later.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, give me a minute, guys. Actually, oh no, we'll do some Gonna Hate PC. There was something else I kind of wanted to do on stream, but I'd have to, because it uses the default Unity controller, the other thing I was going to do, so the issue is if I don't unplug my HOTAS, I'm constantly strafing sideways, which makes it really annoying. But I was going to show something else and talk about it, but we might save that for another day when either A, old mate fixes the controller, or B, like, I have a lot more time to talk about game design stuff. So we'll just go to Gonna Hate PC for today. See the screenshot of the guy saying T62 for GHPC was pointless as it wouldn't be able to kill an M2 Bradley. First of all, no, I didn't see that. Second of all, wow, what a fucking 5-head individual. Yeah, a fucking 115mm gun that'll pierce through a pattern like it's made of paper couldn't kill a Bradley, which is, you know, made of fucking aluminium. I love big brain NATO fanboy takes. They are my favorite fucking thing. You know what? We're not going to have the camera today, just because I can't be asked to set it up, so deal with it. Helps if I remember to quit ArmA as well, doesn't it? So that the OBS actually hooks the right game. There we go. Obscene Odyssey. Oh, this looks familiar. Let's do it at nighttime, although possibly there's a bug that sometimes the nighttime version goes daytime. I think that was reported the other day, so we'll see if it actually goes night. This one at night will be interesting. So yeah, just to elaborate on stream air quotes schedule for this week, I will be busy today, tomorrow, Wednesday, probably Thursday. Friday is big question mark at the moment. Next week I may or may not be busy, and then the week after that I probably won't be home. So it's going to be a bit spotty for streams, more so than usual over the next few days, but, well, next few weeks, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, it's giving me daytime. Oh well, that's alright, we'll play it at daytime. Oh. You're going to... Okay, never mind, he's going to waste his shot. Sometimes he actually stops to engage, sometimes he keeps moving. Space these guys out to about 50 meters. So they've cut down the number of Phantoms, and also the Abrams are no longer present in this mission, just to make it a little less punishing, since it is now just a regular mission that's been added to give people a way to play the BMP-2 before the Soviets arrive. But it's still, you know, still very much a mission where you can get fucked up if you're not careful. Especially because the Cobras don't always take the same flight path at the start of the mission. So I'm gonna try to avoid metagaming their location since I know where they spawn.
Panzergranate, Schützenpanzer. Gut. Achtung! Verfehlt. Selbes Ziel. Gut. Treffer.
Keep moving.
Treffer. Neues Ziel.
Oop.
Panzergranate, Schützenpanzer. Nach links. Feuer einstellen.
Not sure, Boiler. I would not necessarily expect it. Oh, look. Ooh. I would not necessarily expect it because the BMP-2 was not widely used by the East Germans and they didn't get it until very late. So them having BMP2s available in 1985 is a bit of an anachronism. They just did it so that people could get their hands on it and try it out. Once the Soviets are added, you should see them a lot more frequently. Oh, they're firing, so they see the helicopters. Oh, I see the helicopters plain as day, in fact, so we're just going to engage them. I kind of feel like their initial locations could be hidden a little better, just so this doesn't happen. Because even if you don't know where they spawn, the tanks firing at them kind of gives it away. Now, if you happen to pass by them without seeing them, which I did the first time I played this version of the mission the other day, I figured they'd be coming out from that direction, around that tree line, which is usually where they appear. That is not where they appeared. In fact, they worked down the valley in front of us without us seeing them, because they were flying so low, popped up that side of the valley, and worked around the back and knocked out a couple of T-72s just with their Hydras. Because direct hit from a Hydra will fuck up the T-72. So that was a pretty spicy moment. I also completely forgot to actually use my artillery, so we're going to do artillery and CAS on the main waypoint at this stage. One of our tanks just got popped, because those those Cobras in the distance are probably opening fire. Yes, they are. So I'm going to start engaging them.
Panzergranate, Drehflügler, nach rechts. Panzergranate, Drehflügler, nach links. Feuer einstellen.
Okay, he's gone down. Good shit. Looks like the M60s might have been hit as well. There's our MiG-23. Oh, parts are falling off the Russian. He must have hit something. Oh, no, he went for that M60 there. Is he up? I'm not sure. And if you're not sure, then what that means is you need to put a shot into it. Should well and truly be dead now. East Germany, yes, the East Germans sent significant military assistance to various... Hello, F4. To various friendly states. My gun is not controllable. I'll take this one. What I'll do actually is I'll bail this guy out. He can still drive, but because he's got platoon leadership, I want to give it to this guy instead. But yeah, they gave support to various Soviet-aligned states, particularly in Africa. The East Germans were planned to be a major contingent of the 1968 Soviet intervention in the Czechoslovak Socialist Republic, but the optics of the East Germans being a major part of like a major contingent of the force were thought to be not the best, so that was changed and they took on a more logistical role, while Soviet and Polish forces bore the brunt of the action. A lot of things happened like that where the East Germans were involved, they just didn't take a combat role because it was thought to be not politically correct, so to speak. Where the fuck did you come from? That's alright, we got a flank on him. We'll roll on from here. German voice lines? Yup. They're not fully implemented yet. At the moment they're using a simplified fire command format. But they do indeed have them. Be careful I don't drive into my own artillery. Oh shit! Is he knocked out? I think he is. Well, we'll hit him a few times just to be sure. He's definitely knocked out now. I see orange stuff. Well, yeah, but they figured that the Germans going in, again, might have, you know, caused some issues even internally within the Warsaw Pact, let alone externally. Something up there? Oh, it's just a tree. That must have been his hull ammo that just cooked off that pop we just heard. Let's look at the AAR. There's going to be a lot of shots involved because I spammed the hell out of the 30mm at the end there. We'll also get rid of the filter that excludes fire support because I'm curious what the MiG-23 bombed. I know what the Phantoms bombed, it was me, but I'm curious what the MiG-23 hit. It might have been that M60 that was parked down in the gully because he might have been decrewed or something, the way he was just sitting there ignoring me. My commander didn't call him out either, so most likely he had been knocked out by something. Kind of wish that these guys hadn't been spotted by the tanks at the start and hadn't, like, given me a clear line of sight to them, because when these two get in amongst your forces, it's a bitch. We might rerun the mission just to show that, if I can. They use the same voice talent for East and West German just as a matter of economization. And the fire command format will be changed. At the moment it's basically using a simplified version of the NATO format, whereas the East German one's quite a bit different. They just have to do a bit more work to get it implemented properly. Air defense vehicles on the horizon? I guess we will see. The next major addition I expect would be infantry. I actually thought the infantry would come before the BMP too, but I was taken by surprise on that one. So we very nearly missed with that conch, but we just tagged a wing. Trying to get in the habit of lofting the ATGMs up over the target so that the missile exhaust doesn't obscure my view of said target, which is real-world procedure, for reasons that Gunner Heat PC is making clear, i.e. you can't see what you're fucking shooting at if you just guide it on a straight line off the rail. Textilite might have been enough to stop the early tow. It is. Like, if it's not hitting the driver's area or it's not hitting on a forward slope, it will stop an early tow. It's why the Bradleys will become a lot less threatening when their I-tow supply gets cut. They'll still have some probably, but they won't have anywhere near as many. And the other thing that'll fuck the Bradleys over is their reload. When the Bradley reload is properly implemented, they'll still be dangerous, but they'll be dangerous for 2 shots. And after that, you know, they're going to have to either relocate or they're going to be down for a while, because they can't use their gun while they're reloading. The turret has to traverse to a particular azimuth and elevation to reload the tow tubes. So they're out of action until that's reloaded, and it's not the fastest process on Earth. It's not slow either, but it's definitely not fast. The roadmap's not necessarily chronological. Oh yeah, that is exactly what happened. Yeah, the roadmap's not exactly chronological, because some things will get worked on in parallel with others, but it's like a rough indication of the expected complexity of things, which is why multiplayer's at the end of it. How does a CAS work? At the moment, it's fairly basic in its implementation. It will get better with time, but you basically call it in the same way you'd call in artillery. You tell it there's a target here, I want you to kill it. The CAS aircraft will vector in from wherever. It will fly around until it spots something it can engage, and it will engage on its own initiative. It will pick a target itself. So it might kill the tank you want it to kill, or it might see a truck nearby, and that truck might just be the first thing it sees, or it might have a better attack angle on it, and it'll go for that instead. At the moment, you'll notice they're dropping single bombs. That's just because it hasn't been fully implemented yet. The intended behavior is that, like you would expect for these aircraft that have very rudimentary bombing modes, they will just dump a full load of bombs on a single pass and then fuck off. At the moment, they'll drop 1 bomb and then fuck off. That was the Phantom, dropping a Mark 82 behind us and fucking us up. Notice it didn't actually kill us outright, but it injured some of the crew. I think there's still some tuning to be done with the bomb blast effects. But it didn't kill the vehicle outright, it just fucked up the crew a bit. And the other BMPs in the formation were fine. Which aircraft to use? There's a whole bunch of them, and there's more on the way. So at the moment we have Phantoms, both the F4E, US Air Force, and F4F, the Luftwaffe. We have the F104G of the Luftwaffe. We have the AH-1S modification Cobra of the US Army. Hey Jeff, good to see you, man. We have the MiG-17... I think it is, that we have, of the East Germans, the Luftstreitkräfte der DDR. We have the MiG-23BN, the fighter bomber variant, the Su-22M4, the MiG-21 PFM. Is it PF or PFM? I think it's a PFM. Or SPS, as the East Germans called it, because their variant names are all fucked up. So we've got a 2nd generation MiG-21, we've got a MiG-21 MF, and I think we've got a MiG-21 BIS as well, from memory. What am I missing? I think that's it for now. I probably missed something. Su-17 use S-25? I think it could. Just wish the smoke launchers worked. Well, there may have been a tease of the smoke effects being worked on a few FAQs ago, so it is in the works. It's just not implemented yet. But something to remember, Boiler, is the Americans, at least anything American that has thermal sights, can see through Soviet smoke grenades. The Soviets didn't have, well, and East Germans especially, didn't have multispectral stuff at this point. So their Abrams and M60A3s will see through it as if it's not there. So all you're doing is blinding yourself. However, with that said, the early generation TOW cannot be guided through smoke. Because although the launcher has thermals and can see the target, it can't see the guidance flare on the tail end of the missile, and if it can't see where the missile is, it can't issue corrections to it to steer it to the target. So using smoke grenades will be an effective counter to incoming tows, and so if you see a Bradley yeeting a tow at you, you pop smoke and immediately change direction and drive ahead. And the Soviet smoke launchers pop smoke quite far ahead of the tank, like really quite far ahead of the tank, and it's fast fill smoke, it's white phos, so it should give you a good quick instant response to incoming tows. And yeah, like exactly, that's why you want them, is so that you don't get fucked on by Bradleys at every encounter. Didn't expect that many planes. There are more coming. Some of them will just be flyover assets. You'll see them on their way to somewhere more important. It'll give you an idea of the scale of what's going on. There may be a certain very fast boy that we will see flashing past us on his way to hit much more important targets a couple of dozen kilometers or a couple 100 kilometers in the rear. There may be some other little surprises too. So these are my shots here. I didn't notice I had HE loaded to begin with, but that's fine because the HE on the BMP2 can actually fuck up a tank if it hits it enough. And then our buddy put a Conquest through him anyway. Our artillery put a couple hits in as well. BMP's AP rounds are not going to do a whole lot to an M60. As you can see, they're just getting stopped by its armor. A couple are getting through, but they're only getting through the very bottom of the boat hole, and they're not really doing much. So if you're in a BMP2 and you come up against a NATO tank, unless it's a Leopard, Leopard 1 that is, you're generally going to want to just hit it with, obviously, an ATGM if you've got the chance, but failing that, just pound it with HE. Because there's probably a better chance the HE will fuck it up somehow. Like so. Holy shit. Hit the optic, fused inside the episcope, and threw spooling down into the ammunition rack right under it. You only need to get lucky once. The actual flame that you get from penetrating the vehicle usually was coming out the left side of the turret, which is interesting. I'm not sure if I had another lucky one go through and penetrate there, or if that was just the fire from the ammunition cooking inside already. Oh no, I did. I did, right there. So I had an HE round go straight down the gunner's auxiliary sight, blow up inside it, and throw some shrapnel down into the turret. And then it would have just vented out the fire that had already started in the hull. Not much, Kim. We've just played one mission so far. Cheers to the resub, by the way, man. It's going to be a super short stream today. It's going to be ArmA only, but since the mission was pretty short, we're just going to get a little bit of Gunner Heat PC in. Probably another hour to hour and a half, no more than that, because I've got places to be today. Much as I'd like to do my usual and stream all day, I can't today, sadly. That's it for the after action. Those aren't the fast boy I'm talking about, but, you know, maybe there'll be a chance we'll see some of those somehow. Who knows? I don't think I've done this one, have I? Actually, no, I think I have. I might have. Well, fuck it, let's do it again. We'll do it at night. The OGM1's thermal's multispectral. It doesn't matter. Like, the thing is, the thermals will see through the smoke regardless of what wavelength they're looking at. The multispectral thing is the smoke. So, like, the smoke needs to be of a particular formulation. Otherwise, any thermals will just see straight through it with it, as if it's not there. Okay. Figure out what we're doing here. Oh yeah, it's this mission. Okay, I remember this one. We have played this on stream, but we'll play it again. The difference between the the thermal optics on the early M1 and the M60A3 is actually the display. The display is better on the M60A3. Higher resolution from memory. The actual optic head is the same as far as I know. I see something. Something up there too. Oh shit, they dropped a fucking flare on us. Let's get out of the illuminated area as quickly as we can. Shit, hello. I need to restock. So the other thing is when the Bradley's relinking its ammo belts, it also needs to traverse the gun in a particular direction and lock it to do that. And I don't know if they're planning on fully simulating that. I think they are. But it's going to be another disadvantage of the Bradley when it's fully implemented. So, like, the Bradley's a very strong vehicle, but it has its downsides as well. Just like anything. Most tanks would need to lock their, in fact, almost all tanks I can think of would need to lock their turret while they're refilling their ammo racks as well, except I think the Abrams, if it's filling from the turret stowage, doesn't need to, but if it's filling from the hull it does. Pretty much everything else will need to. I think he's been dealt with. We already hit him. Scan behind us. Make sure we aren't being tailed. We are being tailed, cheeky buggers. They almost got away with that. That's a tree, let's not drive into it. They're dropping flares again. There wouldn't be that many variants of the Bradley at this point. It's pretty early. Like, there'd be the M2 and the M3. I don't know if linebacker was even a thing at this point. Or any of the, like, artillery spotter vehicles or any, like, Fist V or whatever it is, any shit like that. I don't know if they even existed at this point. Other way around. Less troops, more ammo. I saw movement down here somewhere. Dropping flares on us again. Stop it. M3? I'm not sure. I think it is. That's a lunar lamp. And that's a truck. Preempted that call a bit. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we just lost our gunner. Oh. Gun sight, please. There we go. It's the second one.
Gunner table PC. Traverse left. Identified. Fire on the way. Target, ceasefire.
Something there as well. I was not expecting a tank that close. I'm also heading in the wrong direction. What I'm going to do is, because this guy's gunner is down, we're just going to bail him out, even though the vehicle's perfectly functional, just so I give leadership to this guy. I think there might be a feature planned to give you the ability to hand off leadership like on the fly, so you don't have to do that, but it's not here yet, so... Came in time for Desert Storm just before? Yeah, sounds about right. A lot of things happen either just in time for Desert Storm or immediately after Desert Storm. One of the things that happened after Desert Storm, from memory, or it might have been just before it, but either way, it's for Desert Storm, was the Bradley getting up-armored and getting, getting up-armored and getting a laser rangefinder, because as you may have noticed from Gunner Heat PC, the original Bradley did not have a laser rangefinder. You had to just eyeball it. And it wasn't until afterwards they went, hang on a minute, maybe we should have given this heavily armed fucking IFV an actual proper rangefinder. One of them was engaging that with his coax. I think I got brassed up by my fucking buddy there. There's going to be a lot of shots here, because Bradley. Oh, it's Hat Boy. Can't really see it that well because it's night, but he's got his hat on. Yeah, I can't wait for all the Cold War servers to become literally last gasp of the fucking Soviet Union 1991 shit, because people want to get their fucking F-15E. It's bad enough already, but it's like, ooh, it's technically Cold War. It came into service when the Soviet Union existed, yeah, by like a couple of months. Hey, Josh. Ooh. That one got through, but not by much. And then we just immediately got gamered on. I'm surprised that only killed the gunner. It didn't blow the vehicle. It looks like we narrowly avoided the vehicle cooking because it hit just above the ammo feed and just, like, vaporized the gunner and all of his optics. How's it going? It's going alright. Short stream today. We had a really short ArmA mission because we were kind of competent for once. And so I'm just doing a little bit of gunner heat PC, but I've got to go in about an hour. So it's stuff to get done today. That was me trying to engage. I could see something hot. I think I was trying to engage the MP behind it or something, but I was just hitting him instead. Good meme. Gulf War has vibes of its own, but oh, you can fucking say that again. Jesus Christ. Don't know if people realise that they're too used to enduring freedom era A10 nonsense to understand F111s and F15Es buddy lasing being the norm. Yeah, or the fact that, you know, they're in a permissive environment. Like, this is the thing that, like, the reason NATO policy and the Western, air quotes, understanding of how war works is so fucked up is because of the Gulf War. They just got cum brain afterwards, and now they don't know how war works anymore because they think that they can just waltz into whatever fucking place they like and they'll just magically win by being the good guys. Self-appointed, of course. Like, almost all of the fucking shit takes you hear about warfare, especially when it comes to Soviet-era equipment, are because of the Gulf War. If the Gulf War had not happened, or if the US had, like, actually had substantial losses from it, well, they did, but, like, more substantial losses from it, substantial enough that the people at home would have given a fuck, then yeah, you would not hear any of the shit you hear these days. Like, the Gulf War single-handedly fucking destroyed Westerners' ability to process how the fucking armed conflict actually plays out between anyone that isn't the preeminent superpower on Earth and a literal third world country that's just finished a lengthy war of attrition with a peer force next door to it. But you're not allowed to point that out, because if you do, they'll flip their shit at you. Speaking of French, it's like how everyone cooms over the shit the French have been doing in the Sahel, and it's like, it's a European country with a still fairly substantial technologically advanced military, and already they're having to rely on some allied logistical strength to do this, by the way, but they're using, like, rapid deployment forces to put down dudes in fucking Toyotas and shit. Like, it's basically colonial adventurism, but without the colonial part. It's post-colonial adventurism, right? And people are acting like it's the most fucking accomplished, amazing military shit ever. Like, come on, man. Like, it's well enough executed for what it is, but let's not pretend it's something it's not. Let's not pretend it's that impressive. Trying to think which ones we haven't done yet. I think we've done pretty much all the missions on stream. Momentous Maniac, we could do that. We have done it on stream, I think, but let's do it again. Who's putting down Toyotas? The French.
Loader ready! Sabo loaded! Gunner ready! Sabo index!
shit. He hit me, the cheeky bugger. I don't trust that he's fully dead, so we're gonna put one into him just in case. I don't think it fused properly, but he looks pretty dead to me. So we need to get up onto Battle Point Alpha, which is in front of us. Okay, he's cooked. Get these guys into line, if they aren't already. Get them into 50 meter spacing. Yeah, and people treat it like NATO is this fucking amazing force. Like, NATO is... it's a shadow of what it was in the Cold War, my guy. Like, come on, be realistic. But, you know, we're expecting some level of intelligence from the same kind of people that actually think the way that shit went down with the Germans in World War II was the right way to do war, and that the entire Russian army would have collapsed, like, a year ago. I'm still waiting for the inevitable collapse of the Russian army and Russian state, by the way, and I'm saying this as somebody who does not support what Russia is doing in the slightest. Just people are fucking idiots, man. The West can't help but do racism and think that everyone that isn't a germoid is, like, somehow genetically inferior and incapable of doing things properly. It's probably why the Ukrainians have so many military units, like, adopting Germanic insignia and fucking slogans and shit, is because they've actually realized that the only way to get Western Europe to respect Slavs is to just LARP as Germans. The Czechs figured that one out a while ago. Oops, just blinded myself. You fun in the Sudan on this week's episode of That's Fucked? Oh boy. I haven't been keeping up with what's going on down there, but I'm sure it's going to be very fun and cool in a highly sarcastic way. Okay. And the ATGM team, you reckon? Well, let's drop artillery on that, just in case. QRF forcing the army and now at war? Oh god. Oh boy. Oh no. Binging the War on the Rocks podcast recently, and there's a lot of, wow, these cute little Ukrainians sure can pull triggers okay. Yeah, like, there's a... some fucking interesting takes on what's going on right now. I've been avoiding a lot of Ukraine war-related media because it's either fucking pro-Ukrainian propaganda, pro-Russian propaganda, or just fucking shit takes, regardless of who's fucking pro-war, anti. Like, nobody who's fucking talking about the war knows what the fuck they're talking about. It's just a bunch of fucking idiots shouting into the void. It's pretty great. Mark Hamill, yes, Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill did a fucking video call with a detachment of Ukrainian troops the other day, and it was like, oh, talking to Ukrainian heroes, blah, 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 and talking about Star Wars, because they're big Star Wars fans, whatever. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And then you notice one of them's got a great big red and black flag with a fucking Kolovrat on it behind him, and then a fucking tier rune as well, and it's like, oh, it's an Azov detachment, wonderful. So we're at the point now where we're going to ignore the blatantly fucking sketchy flag on the wall and just pretend we don't see it. I'm glad we're at that point now. It's excellent. Really rotten people's brains, everyone. It's just mass brain rot. Fucking pro-Russian brain rot. Pro-Ukrainian brain rot. Fucking war understander brain rot. Oh shit, fuck. There'll be more where that came from. It's like the one time I've actually seen the Bradley stabilize and not be able to keep up with my panic slews. Okay, he's down. Thank fuck. I was about to say, Jesus, there's another tank there. Is he engaging? Must see a truck. We lost to Bradley to that T-55. Kind of not surprising. Let's drop artillery on that area. I'd normally drop it on this, but we're a bit too close to it now. They'll do coax for ATGMs if they see them and they're close enough. But yeah, it's a truck. You can see it there. I'm not going to wait for the command there. Or there. Bit too much of a threat to me. I usually try and stick with what the commander's ordering me to do, just because MOLARP, but also because it's generally good practice to get into, and it will get more and more important as more and more limitations of these weapon systems are added into the game. And it becomes more clunky to engage things like it's a fucking, you know, like you'd play other games, for example. But sometimes I will just fire without waiting because something has given me the heebie-jeebies, something a little too scary for me to wait. Where's he looking? I don't see it. Oh shit. Too slow. Too slow. We've lost half our fucking Bradleys. Fuck. Where'd that come from? They're going to remove the spacebar to automatically go where the commander's telling you. For some vehicles, that is an accurate thing. For some vehicles, not so much. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to handle it for vehicles that don't have that kind of system. I think they probably will remove it, or strictly, like, you know, give it some... Oh shit, he's going to drive right into that. Some sort of limitation that makes it a little less gameable. But yeah, like, for example, NATO players are going to have a very rude awakening when Hunter-Killer is implemented fully, because guess what has Hunter-Killer? Every single Soviet tank in the game, even the T-55, albeit limited in the T-55. Guess what doesn't have Hunter-Killer to the same extent? Like, every US tank in the game. The Leopard 2 has full Hunter-Killer from memory. British stuff does, but there's no British stuff in this theater. But the M60 doesn't, and I don't think the M1 does in its initial variant. I think the M1, the closest thing it has is the commander looking through either his cupola or the Browning sight for the machine gun, and then just manually traversing the turret with his own control unit. Which is something that's worth noting. The M60 and the Abrams, the commander has his own control for the turret, so he can, and a gunner's primary sight extension, so he can take over the gun if the gunner goes down, which is not implemented yet, but it probably will be as the roles are split out in the future. Whereas the Soviet tanks, the only ones that have that are the late model T-80s, which we aren't going to have in theater. I don't think even the, I don't think even the T-80B has that feature. I think it's only T-80U and after that. So in the Soviet tanks, if your gun is down, you have no way of controlling the gun. You can slew the turret to the commander's queue, but you don't have the elevation control, and you have no way of triggering the gun from his side of the turret. How does it work in the early Soviet tanks? It's just a slew to queue. So the cupola rotates separately to the rest of the... Wait, one. The cupola rotates separately to the turret. See that ring? That's the loader's side. So he has a ring for the gun, but here you can even see the top of it kind of is rotated around backwards. So wherever the lunar lamp's pointed on the commander's cupola is where he's looking. That's his TKN sight right there. TKN 3. And it looks out a little optic window, which, interestingly, I don't see where it pops out here. It would be in there. So he will rotate that independent of the turret. And on the ends of those two handles for the TKN, well, in this case, on the end of one handle, the left one it looks like, there's a button. On the T-72, there's a button on each. And that button is a slew to queue. So wherever the cupola is pointed, the turret will snap to that azimuth. It won't snap to the elevation, necessarily, but it'll snap to the azimuth. The T-72 has a second button. The second button's to counter-rotate. So in the T-55, the commander has to counter-rotate against the turret as it snaps to target by hand. Whereas in the T-72 and later, and the T-64 as well, it has a counter-rotate button. So you can either rotate with the turret if you want to, or you can just counter-rotate against it. So that's how that works. So it is basically as it is now for the Soviet tanks. The commander sees something and he can slew you onto it directly. At least for azimuth. I don't think they can do elevation for most of them. But azimuth is all you need as long as the elevation's relatively close. Because then the gunner will see it, the gunner will figure out what he's being slewed onto and can elevate the gun. Without counter-rotate, the gun ends up at the desired azimuth, but the commander's cupola... Yeah, the commander's cupola would be pointing relative to the turret, exactly where it was when he hit the slew to Q button. Because it's rotating independently under his control, but if he's not counter-rotating it either by hand or by the counter-rotate system, then it's going to go with the turret, right? And the player shots only filter on without realizing it. So we'll go back to the start. T-64 have counter-rotate? Pretty sure it does. This is why as well in a lot of videos I haven't, you know, like I said, I haven't really made a habit of looking for videos from Ukraine because it's too fucking depressing. But I assume you'd see it in some of those, but certainly videos of T-72s operating in Syria, you can actually see that even if the turret's sitting in a fixed position, the cupola's rotating around constantly as the commander scans for threats around the tank. I'm not sure the Soviet doctrine actually involved the gunner scanning independently like Western gunners tend to. That's something that's outside my knowledge at the moment. Yeah, he got fucking trashed. So you can see that's a similar hit to the one that got us before, but this time it went into the ammunition stowage. Because it detonated just a little bit lower, so... That's all it takes to cook a Bradley. So yeah, there's a lot of swings and roundabout stuff when it comes to the differences between NATO and Pact armor. And they will typically have advantages in one area and disadvantages in others that kind of compensate for each other, if that makes sense. So it's not as clean-cut as people like to think. And I think as time goes on and the game gets more fully fledged and more features are simulated as they should be, a lot of people are going to get a rude awakening. A lot of assumptions are going to get shown for what they are. Hey Zabby, good to see you, man. One of those things that's going to really fuck with people is if the Malyutka tracking logic gets changed. I think it probably will at some point, where it no longer automatically stabilizes if you let go of the controls. Oops, that's not what I meant to press at all. I meant to go back to the menu. Because the Malyutka, if you release the controls, it will just fly off wherever the fuck it wants. It requires constant inputs from the fucking gunner to correct its course. It can't just stabilize magically when you let go of the controls like it does at the moment. Speaking of which, let's do some BMP1. VR support's not planned for this, Zabby, just because it'd be a shitload of work for the devs, and it's a very small team already. VR implementation is not as easy as people think, not even close. And also modding is not planned to be supported, certainly not early on. Oh, this is not the mission I thought. I misremembered the name. Oh well, this is a pretty cool mission too, so let's do it. Well, the modding thing makes sense, because if you give people modding in this, they're going to turn it into fucking War Thunder. The whole point for this game is to not be War Thunder, and that's what people are going to try and turn it into. Or they're going to add really badly hacked fucking ripped assets from other games with really, you know, with sights from tanks that they shouldn't have, and it's going to be bad. Like, the amount of work... I jumped the gun on that a bit. The amount of work that goes into making a vehicle for this is past what most modders would probably be capable of. Thanks for the gifts, everyone. Holy shit. Shit. Is he still up? Put one into him just to be sure. I don't like the sounds happening next to me. No, Zabby, like, that's the problem, is it's not necessarily the tank nerds, it's what modders are going to be capable of. Like, there is a lot of work that goes into implementing vehicles into this game. Let's see where that one went. Long. No cant correction on this thing, so we've got to manually compensate. First time I've successfully completed this mission in a while. Probably not going to hit him. Whatever, he can go warn the others what they get. I think we only lost one tank. Yep, only lost one tank. Usually I lose fucking all of them in this mission. So I'll take that result. I will happily take that result. Oh, sorry, no, we lost, I think, a BMP as well. Possibly? Or did we? No, it looks like they're all good. I thought there was more than one T-72. But yeah, to expand on the whole modding thing, this is probably the most asked question the devs get. But for any who haven't heard the answer to it yet, to add modding support requires dev time. Like, people think that you just magically check a box somewhere in the Unreal editor that says, like, mods yes. That's not how that works. If you want to have proper mod support, it takes serious dev time investment, which is just ridiculous to ask of such a small team when they need to be making the actual game instead. Like, this isn't a I won't say that because it's potentially a bit too spicy, but this isn't certain projects where we just pretend we're making a game and get the community to do all the work instead. And I say we, I don't mean like part of the team because I'm not, but like theoretically, the team aren't taking that approach, right? The idea is to make a game, not to make a platform for modders. So to have modding be an actual officially supported thing, and people have figured out ways to like decompile a game and change things. The first thing they did was bring back the fucking red text, so I can't wait for that to get deliberately fucked with so they can't do it anymore, and forcibly wean them off of the instant dopamine hit they want. But yeah, like actual official modding support is a lot of time and effort on the part of the devs. It's just not realistic to expect. It's not going to happen anytime soon. If it does happen, it will be long after the game's full release. Don't expect it. And like I said, the process of adding a vehicle to this game is a lot more involved than you would think. There's a lot of detail in these vehicles that you don't necessarily see at the surface level. It's more than just taking a 3D model from another game and slapping it in the game and calling it done. Like, that's not how it works. It's not an excuse for not doing mods. It is. It honestly is. Because people... No, Jeff, that's not what it is at all. Like, people will expect mod support. They will expect mods to not break between updates, and this game is getting updated so frequently because it's early development that they will break constantly. Like, modding support is not literally a checkbox. It's... Whether it's Unreal or any other engine, it doesn't matter if there's a checkbox that lets people edit stuff, because you still have to support it. You still have to make sure you're not changing your code base in ways that break it, like the classic Gary's mod thing, where every time Gary touched the code, it would break every single add-on for the game. Like, that's part of it. Another part of it is they don't want people to mod the game to be War Thunder light, and then people to get, like, new players who haven't played the game to see all these videos on YouTube of War Thunder-esque mods and think that it's meant to be War Thunder. Like, this is the thing, the game is supposed to have a distinct identity, and this early in development, it's very dangerous for that to be fucked with, because people will get the wrong idea about what the game's supposed to be. Like, a lot of people already have the wrong idea about what the game's supposed to be, because they see a game with tanks in it and think, oh, it's War Thunder. It's not. It's explicitly supposed to be the complete opposite of War Thunder. So there's the actual logistical problems of supporting it over the long term. There's the issues of polluting sort of the game's identity and potentially harming sales that way. Like, it's just a headache, which is not something they need to deal with right now. And I agree with them fully. I don't think this game needs modding, and I don't think it should have modding. if it gets it at all, I think in the very distant future. And most of what I would want to do to this game are minor quality of life changes, not adding, you know, my favorite tank from current year that has only just entered service so I can dunk on shit from the Cold War. Like, I don't think that's... I really couldn't care less if that doesn't happen. And again, it is such a small team, you cannot expect them to have workshop implementation and all this stuff that people are going to ask for if you say, yeah, we're down with modding. Likewise, VR not happening simply because the cost benefit is just not there for such a small team. I think mods would have been more about map seeders and variation of vehicles. Probably a lot of them would, but it doesn't take much to fuck up the identity of the game. Like, that's the thing. It would only take a few people adding my favorite tank from such and such fucking year that doesn't belong in theater to really give the wrong idea of what the game's about. And there's enough people in the Discord asking for some bullshit tank that either didn't exist in 1985 or is from the other side of the world that I reckon probably the first mod you would see is someone adding the S-Tank. In fact, I almost guarantee it. The moment you give someone the ability to mod the game, they're going to add the S-Tank. And they're probably going to do it very poorly because the S-Tank is such a bizarre vehicle, it would take whole new features the game doesn't support yet. So yeah, I am very much on board with the devs when they say that modding is not planned and not supported. Because I really don't think it should be even on the table for discussion at this point. Maybe when the game has hit full release and it's finished, yeah, we can talk about modding then, but I fully agree with them that the discussion of modding should not even be on the table at this point. It's too small of a team for this game to carry itself to more than a handful of people. In the end, content drives sales. Content that fits the game drives sales. Like, this is not supposed to be a content Kuma game. That's the whole point of the game, right? Is it's not supposed to be content Kuming. If they wanted to make a game where they just release shitloads of content and make money off content, they would make a free-to-play game where they just add premium vehicles. Like, that's how you make money. They're not trying to make lots of dollars by making a content mill. They're trying to make a game that hasn't existed for 20 years. Like, that's the thing. I've known at least Harry for long enough that I know how he thinks about things like this, and I've known some of the other guys on the team for, you know, a bit now, and they all have very much the same mindset that making money to support the game as a venture is good, but the point of this game is to make a game that just doesn't exist anymore. It's not about making a huge amount of money. That's just a bonus, right? Like, these guys are making the game for the game's sake. It's a passion project for them. They're not going to pander to whatever makes the most money. If they wanted to pander to what makes the most money, the game wouldn't exist, because this kind of game is not going to make you the most money. I would prefer a game, right? I would prefer a game with a little bit of content but very well fleshed out over a game with a fuck ton of content and no depth to it. Which is why I already prefer this to a game like, for instance, War Thunder. Now, to be fair, I'm not much of a fan of War Thunder to begin with. I never really played it that much, even before GHPC. But, to me, a relatively tight gameplay experience with assets that belong together in a good, well-curated environment is better than a game with just shotgun content at the wall and see what sticks. I would take the smaller game with a better experience any and every day of the week. So yeah, like I said, I'm on board with mods not being a thing. Totally down with it. The only mods I would want for this are minor quality of life things, you know, mostly to change features that the devs don't want to simulate fully because they know it'd scare most people off. Those would be the kinds of things I'd change. And even then, the devs are starting to add more and more as they kind of decide, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. I think it's fine, a platform for modding is good, but if that's not their vision, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, someone will always find a way to do stuff like that, and whatever, like, it's not a big deal. But as soon as you start devoting actual dev time to, hey, let's have really proper, easy mod compatibility, let's support, like, Steam Workshop, for example, let's do this, let's do that, let's make sure our file structure doesn't change every patch so it fucks with mods. It's too much. It's just too much. If you're not making a game that's inherently supposed to be super moddable and have all this extra content in it, then there's no point. Look at Cold Waters, how much it got more enriched with the Autis mods that made it harder, more realistic with the .mod and Epic mod. And Cold Waters did not natively support modding, and the devs, as far as I'm aware, didn't make any special effort to support modding. In fact, for the longest time, I was under the impression, because I think one of the modders themselves put this rumor out, I was under the impression you couldn't import custom models to Cold Waters at all, and yet it seems that that is in fact a thing, and it's more a case of people either didn't have the expertise to make them themselves, or they just couldn't be asked. So, there you go. I disagree, Jeff, because, like, they're going to be optimizing and adding things the whole time, right? It is exactly like, you know, early days KSP or early days any other early access game where there's constantly stuff getting changed or added because the game is so raw and so early in development that you're going to end up breaking stuff. Like, even if you've got your file structure and everything finalized, stuff's still going to change. It's just too early. There's too much changing. Mods are something for a mature game that's already finished that nothing's going to change. That's my take on it. Until then, unless it's something, you know, which is very much content driven, like you need more parts in KSP or you need more this or more that, then I don't see the point of mods. And I'm at the point where, like, honestly, no argument is going to change my mind on that. As somebody who started, like, modding as a teenager, and a lot of the guys on this team started out as modders as well, like, I really don't think any of the arguments in favor of it hold water at all. Let's do this one. Multi-crew is part of, like, the core features of the plan, so that's absolutely happening. PvP I wouldn't necessarily count on, but I'm sure if they figure out a way, they'll do it. The problem with PvP is you have to make sure that gamers aren't going to turn it into arena deathmatch. Like, this is the problem. Everything comes back to, you have to stop the player from trying to turn the game into something that isn't, because then they may as well play another game. And they're going to start complaining, why isn't this game more like other games? Like, this is the problem that you will suffer as a dev team with an actual distinct creative vision, is a lot of gamers are going to ask you to turn the game into their favorite game. And they're not going to accept the argument, well, if you like that game so much, go play it instead. Because they are entitled and think that every game should just be their favorite game. Like, I understand that maybe I'm not being the most, shall we say, gamer-friendly community ambassador here, but that is what it is. I'm a gamer, I'm somebody that's, you know, grown up modding games I play, I get it. I know how the mindset works, and I'm here to say that, like, guess what? That's not the be-all, end-all. Sometimes you need to just, like, get that out of your system and not fucking do it. Why am I following this road? I should have followed the other road. Hang on, I'm distracting myself. We'll restart the mission. Greatest poster in the GHPC Discord. Oh no, they've been at it again, have they? So the thing with PvP is, like, yeah, you have to stop people from turning it into War Thunder, like, either consciously or subconsciously. But on top of that, you have to find some way of having meaningful gameplay that isn't, like, it doesn't change the core gameplay experience. So how that happens, I don't know, because people are going to find ways to game the system and to min-max, right? Gamers will just natively min-max. DCS players do it like you would not believe. It's part of the reason I've gone off DCS PvPs, because I'm sick of gamers, and getting min-maxed on. I would rather the AI just be good enough that I can never play PvP again in DCS, because it ruins the entire air combat fucking simulation experience. It just turns into Airquake, and I've kind of outgrown Airquake as a person. Like, I've got other shit I'd rather do. So, I kind of suspect if they do PvP, it'll be more like, instead of, you know, it's individual players all facing off in tanks against each other, it might be like you have control of a platoon of AI, or you have control of a company of AI as a human tank, or maybe like one side has, you know, maybe it'll be like ArmA Zeus, or like Zombie Master or something, where one side is just someone playing an RTS, whereas the other side is human players in tanks. I don't know. I'm not sure if the devs have fully fleshed it out yet, but that's more what I would expect versus, you know, pure PvP arena deathmatch shit. I cannot see shit. I'm gonna drop a flare. Fuck. That was a mistake. I waited too long. I should stop distracting myself and just play the game. Yeah, and speaking of Postscriptum, people are turning it into Counter-Strike now, which is very funny to me. Because, people trying to turn Darkest Hour into Day of Defeat Source, well, 29th specifically trying to turn Darkest Hour into Day of Defeat Source because that's the game they came from before they ruined Darkest Hour for everyone. That was a large part of what fucked that game up, was people trying to turn it into something it explicitly wasn't, so... Put it this way, I have gamer PTSD about people trying to mod games into things they aren't. Which is why I'm a lot less enthusiastic about mod support now than I used to be back when I did a lot more modding. It's a really great way to kill a game. Having said that, OWI did a perfectly good job of killing Postscriptum themselves, so, you know, it is what it is. Oh, not column. Get him in a 50-meter spacing, and then we'll crest. We've got artillery dropping on that. We'll get the stabs running so the gun actually stabilizes. Okay. And we will drop a flare behind that position, so hopefully it illuminates them, but doesn't illuminate us too much. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot of behind-the-scenes shit about OWI that wasn't exactly flattering, so it's probably both sides killed it. However, there's a lot of talk about it being supposedly OWI's fault that Beyond the Wires having issues, which is, as far as I'm aware, not accurate. It's like one thing you can't blame them for. That's a little better. Kill a game or dramatically extend its lifespan through widespread mods. And this is the point I'm trying to make, right? You add modding to this now and officially support it and everything, and people try and turn it into something it's not, you're going to kill it. You give it a while, wait until the game's fully developed, fully completed, and shit, and the devs are starting to add more theaters, and then you start supporting mods, you're actually going to have a good fucking experience. You're going to extend the life of the game. It's all about timing. I'm Interesting. Called that one twice. Thanks, Cheese. I don't know if I'd agree, but thanks. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, they're dropping arty. Let's not drive into that. That's their flare on us. Get these guys into a wedge formation just because I don't know where the enemy's going to appear, so we'll kind of set out some flank security of a sort. Not sure what my two mates are doing there. Having a bit of a moment. Okay, the arty stopped, so I might... Oh, hasn't stopped, it's just shifted to the other side of town. I might move back up a little. No, no. It's a fire command, so gunner, as in, hey gunner, I'm talking to you. Gunner, heat, high explosive anti-tank, PC, personnel carrier. It's a fire command. You'll hear the commander actually yell that at me while I'm playing the game. Like if a BMP rolls over the hill or something, he'll yell, gunner heat PC. And they called it gunner heat PC because gunner Sabo tank doesn't have quite the same ring to it. And is also not quite as well optimized for search engines. Plus you get the play on words because it's a PC game. Oh, okay. That looks like BRDM or BTR or something firing, so we'll move over to this flank, which is probably where they're going to be coming from. Drop another Illume flare. Back down that a ways a bit. Oh my fuck. Where is he? Don't see him. I see dust down there. He's probably going to come over that ridge. Let's scooch up to this little berm here. About 800-ish. Saw traces come out of there somewhere. Fuck knows if I'm hitting him.
Gunner heat PT. Cover her strike. Target lost.
Just driving down the hill. It looks like, oh, did I just see a tracer come from our left, or was that one of the friendlies engaging? It's been one of the friendlies. There he is. No tanks? Interesting. Usually there are tanks in the counterattack. Yeah, infantry would be gunner coax troops or loader 50 troops for the Abrams where the loader has the 50 cal. Oh, sorry, no, 240. 240, 50's commander, my bad. Yeah, loader 240 troops. I have 3 hours of sleep brain, so excuse all my misspeaking today. Genuinely surprised we have not spotted any tanks. They must be... Sometimes they don't spawn in. Like, there is slight variation to a lot of these missions, so they won't play the same way twice. But usually here, you'd have tanks rolling on you on the counterattacks, so I'm curious what's going on with that. Actually, you know what? Stay there. I'll just check it out by myself. I'll take the risk. Canister? I don't know how much canister was even used in this time frame in this area. The Sheridan would use it, but the Sheridan was not here. It had already been retired from the area. However, Harry is a big Sheridan Kuma, so he'll probably find a way to sneak it back in. 2003 expansion, yeah, you would see it more for stuff like that. You may ask, why do the US tanks in this game tell you to use heat for engaging ATGMs and other soft targets like that? Well, it's because the Americans weren't carrying high explosive in this time period. HEP, high explosive plastic, which is basically the American version of HESH, was not, as far as I'm aware, on issue anymore in this theater at this time. They'd given up on it and decided to go completely to heat, which didn't last very long. Lighting looks weird. It's the tree LODs because of the flare. I'm not sure if there's any planned adjustments for that anytime soon. It might just be a fact of life for a while as the rest of the game develops around it, but yeah, it's because of the flares. Is the heat tandem warhead? No. Spiritual successor to the old M1 Tank Platoon 2? It is, yes. Pretty much. Oh shit, we're over him. I grew up playing M1 Tank Platoon 2, and that was my first thought when I played this as well. Which is interesting, because the lead dev never actually played M1 Tank Platoon 2, but he did play Armored Fist, I think it was, which I gather was fairly similar. Okay, we'll assume that there were no tanks this time. We'll just go straight to the after action. About the infantry that's coming in this, how's it going to be? Is it actually going to be infantry free moving the open, etc. with RPGs and AT4s? Yeah, the infantry, as far as I'm aware, will have their own objectives. I'm not sure the level of control that will be had over them. So when you're playing an IFV, for instance, you may be able to, like, you may just be told, go here, drop your infantry, they'll do their own thing, or you may have some rudimentary form of, like, hey, infantry, go here, check this out. I don't know yet. I'm not sure if the devs have finalized it, but the infantry will very much be more than just stationary turrets, put it that way. They will move. And they will fuck you up. I reckon we've got time for 1 or 2 more missions. So, so we'll get to that. So it's, like I said, short stream today. Got to do adult things, unfortunately. Which map is it? It's Point Alpha. It's Northfields. Yes, Northfields. Hey. Oh, I actually did a run of King Kestrel the other day where I didn't lose any tanks, which is, I think, a first for me. I've recorded it, but it's I haven't uploaded it yet. I recorded it for a specific purpose, though, which is going to make the upload a bit funny. No, I can't, Loffen. I literally can't. Like, if I miss this, I'm fucked. So, I will not be streaming any later than 7 AM, which is, like, 12 minutes away. So for the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, streams are going to be very thin on the ground and might happen at weird times. It is what it is. Where are you going after this? Other side of Canberra. I've got a fucking screening thing for a job I was looking at. It's not an interview as such, it's like a whole ass process. It's IT stuff, which I have absolutely no experience in, but it's the kind of job that they'll train you up if you, like, if you're the right person. So, we'll see how it goes. There's a whole bunch of different vacancies, so I'm not sure which one I'll end up getting. It's like data analysis, security stuff, general IT support, like bit of everything. Yeah, likewise, Loffen. Looks awesome. Right, they've seen us.
Identify! Relay! Fire! On the way! Target! Gunner Steve-O tank! Traverse right! On! Identify! Fire! On the way! Careful! Re-engage! Target lost! Gunner Steve-O
Shit.
tank!
I just lost one.
Steady! On! Identify! Relay! Fire! On the way! Target! Cease fire!
Hey, Gun.
Gunner Steve-O tank! Traverse left! Identify! Relay! Fire! Obstructed! Check target! Gunner Steve-O tank!
Ooh,
Traverse
phantoms.
right! Steady! On! Identified! Fire! On the way! Target! Check target! Gunner Steve-O tank! Traverse right! Identified! Fire! On the way!
No, he stopped turning.
Target! Check target! Gunner Steve-O tank! Traverse left! Steady! Steady! On! Identified! Fire! On the way! Careful! Re-engage!
Did he stop? Oh, he probably got tracked.
Target! Re-engage! Target! Check target! Gunner Steve-O tank! Traverse left! On! Identified! Fire! Obstructed! Check target! Gunner Steve-O tank! On! Identified! Fire! On the way! Target! Check target! Gunner Steve-O tank! Traverse
It's gonna
left!
make hitting a little more challenging. We're down to heat. Shit.
On. Identified. Fire. On the way.
Which ones do you want? This one? Yeah, that one.
Careful. Re-engage.
Misjudged the lead slightly. Gotta have a nice, smooth track. Which I just fucked up.
Target locked.
Try that one.
GHPC. Traverse right. On. Identified. Fire. On the way.
That's not a PC, that's a fucking tank. Oh, he's vectoring me onto them. That's a Malyutka!
Target. Target. Underneath. Tank. Identified. Fire.
Get below the berm for a second.
Target. Target. Underneath. PC. Traverse right. On. Identified. Fire. On the way. Target. Re-engage.
Probably crushed.
Target. Re-engage.
I'm worried about my left flank with those tanks rolling up on me.
Target. Target. Underneath. PC. Identified. Fire. Obstructed. Target. Underneath. Tank. Reverse left. Target locked.
Right there. Wait for him to clear terrain if he does. Not sure if he will. Kind of in a bad situation here. I let them get too close. Oh, right there. Fuck, he's gonna go behind the hill again. And I'm exposing my side to that BMP to get below the berm. Oh. Wait one. Yeah, I'm awake. Yep. Yep, will do. See ya. It's my wake up call to make sure I'm actually alive in time. Okay. Oi! Where'd that guy go?
GHPC. Reverse left. On. Identified. Fire. On the way. Going in. Target. Target. Cease fire.
Let's see where that 72 went. It's probably down there somewhere. Restock this guy. Yeah, that's the ringtone I use for when it's my family. You died to Cass yet? Yeah, earlier in the stream we lost a BMP to it. And I think 1 tank or 2 tanks. Shit.
On. Identified. Fire. Fire table. On the way. Target. Cease fire.
There we go. I slept through my, like, 3 different alarms yesterday, so I had a fucking wake up Jeff phone call set up this morning so I wouldn't sleep in again. Then I remembered ArmA was on, so if I slept in it meant I would have missed ArmA anyway. That's why you aim center of scene mass, by the way, not for fucking weak points and shit like you would in War Thunder. Because you can't guarantee you're actually going to hit the tank. They change direction. Your fire control system can only cope with so much. So you always aim center of scene mass. Doesn't matter if that's the thickest armor on the tank, it's better to hit the tank at least and not pen it than to not fucking hit the tank to begin with. Unfortunately, my platoon mates were having a bit of a moment, so AI is, of course, heavily work in progress and will slowly improve with time, but they still like to turn around with their back to the enemy every now and then. Whether they reverse or turn around is based on whether they can actually see an enemy at the moment or not, as well as I think 1 or 2 other factors, and it's a little inconsistent sometimes. Oops. Jeez, gotta get a new job, man. Fucking rent's going up this month. I can barely afford to survive as it is, so... I was waiting to get back into study, but I'm gonna have to be waiting until the middle of the year for that anyway, so it's like 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. I might end up working this and then picking up study part-time, I have no idea. It's it's an air quotes full-time position, but it's not actually a 38-hour week position to begin with, it's like 30 instead, which is still a lot. It's gonna take a huge chunk out of my streaming time and a bunch of other things, but... it should pay very well compared to everything I've done before, so... like, the thing is, if I have to do the thing again, which I did a couple of years before I started streaming, where I just work full-time for a while and bank some money, and then I can cut my hours back, then I'll do it. Because otherwise, I can't really sustain what's going on at the moment. Even if I go back to full-time study, the amount of money I'm getting to study on is way less than I'm going to need to pay for the rent in this place. Anyway, I need to get moving. Check your OBS, you got Discord pings coming through? Oh yeah, I do. It's probably because Discord didn't fucking activate streamer mode properly. Whatever. Not a big deal, because the stream's about finished anyway. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I would normally... you know what? No, I will send you on a raid. I will send you on a raid. I'll just have to figure out who to send you to. So give me a moment here. Oh wow, there's a bunch of people on. So you guys, Trev. Give me a moment here. Alright, there we go. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me this morning, guys. I'll try and squeeze in another stream later in the week, because I'm not going to be able to do any other shit today. But we'll see how we go. Regardless, I'll see you when I see you. Stay safe.